All right.
Salad crack right there.
We've got a. It's nasty Asylum on Lunchbox.
Way to fucking act like it's not our fucking first one. I'm Fat Doug. Lunchbox is recovering from stupidity. But welcome to the Asylum, people. How's your days off been, bud? How many fucking awesome things did you accomplish?
Fucking none.
Yeah, today, Lunchbox
Not
and I
a goddamn thing.
Been at each other's throats a little bit, just busting each other's balls. So this is going to be a roast-filled podcast with this fucking tubby son of a bitch. And also, I'm tubby as well.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, you fat bitch.
Have you fucking seen you?
Yeah, I'm the authority.
No, you're not, dude. You're just
Always.
fat.
All authority all the time.
We're both fat, but you're gross.
Fair enough.
I'm just kidding, dude. That's bad for your self-esteem.
So what?
Yeah, nothing?
I don't have any.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter, dude. The only thing you have steamed is food that you stuff in your fat gullet. But it can't be like seafood or anything that's good steamed because it'll kill you, and then we all have a favor done by you.
No, I really got nothing because I had to buy shoes yesterday because...
It's an adult thing to do, though.
Because the fucking insole on my one shoe ripped out.
Don't you hate that shit? And you can feel it going, too.
Yeah, and then no matter how good I tried to set it back in there, it don't fit right.
Mm.
So I had to buy new shoes. I wasn't happy about it.
I didn't do shit. Today's my first day off, so I got nothing good going on. But did hit the red wine and brew today. Brought the kid.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Everyone thinks the kid's very cute. Kid also, we just brought it to her like the foreshadowing of her life, considering her genetic makeup. You're gonna see that story a lot more as you get older, daughter.
She's 3, so she just kept picking the most expensive beer because it was the most colorful.
Yeah, like that donut beer. Fucking $17 for a 4-pack. Who the fuck are you? Don't do that. That's disrespectful. We pay $20 to not get drunk. Fuck you. Jesus. Well, I mean, maybe normal people get drunk off of 4 beers. I'm just not that.
Some people might. Some people might just like the taste.
And some people also like to eat ass after people take shits. I'm not that guy either. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Well, what are you drinking on, speaking of shit?
Brewed in the Flats. It's from the Collision Bend Brewing Company. It's called Hope Flows. It's a Kolsch style ale. 5.2 ABV.
All right.
Light. You know, not pretty decent. Pretty good.
Not aggressive. Like if you compare it to anything, doesn't have anything close.
I would give it like a 6. I mean, there's not like, there's a pretty decent taste. There's nothing overpowering. So
just a kind of.
It's
a fucking beer.
You pay a couple extra bucks for the 6-pack, but it seems like a good sipping beer.
All right, right on, dude. Maybe like a good, nice game day beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hang out with your friends and watch the fucking Browns slaughter.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
All right. I decided to be on the adventurous route. I found this little green thing called a Buzz Balls. Have a ball. Tequila Rita. It comes in a very little, like tennis ball looking contraption. Yeah. It's 15% alcohol. And I'm going to try a sip because I just cracked this fucking thing. Oh, by the way, just letting everyone know, women run this company. It says it right on the bottle. Or whatever you want to call this fucking stupid grenade.
How'd that go? That face was not promising.
There's a lot happening at one time, dude. So it tastes like alcohol. And there's so much lime in there, dude. Why are you mad? Well, who hurt you? Why would you do this? It's only $1.50, so fuck it, dude. Women own it, and I bet you one of these will get you feeling right. Because I just took that little glug. That's half of it. Yeah. So it's about 2 shots, I'd say, or 2 mouthfuls.
Probably.
Yeah, dude. Kind of like someone who doesn't come in a couple of weeks, just 2 mouthfuls, buddy. I'll give it like a... I mean, because it's not really a drink. Like I said, it's more of a shot. I'd give it like a 6.5, 7. Probably 7. For being as cheap as it is. Like, you can smell it. I'm going to finish it, but you smell it. It smells like a lot of fucking lime, dude. It's aggressively lime.
It smells like you just took a whole box of lime popsicles and
Yeah,
melted
dude,
them
yeah, I was
down.
gonna say like lime sugar. Like you're just drinking lime margarita mix, but not the actual
Yeah,
margarita.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot, dude. But there we are. You want to walk into a quiz, bud?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
This one's a little different because like whatever. At this point, it's hard to find fucking good ones. I don't want to know who my freaking Game of Thrones love child would be. Fuck off. So
Is that a real one?
I don't know, dude. I'm
Oh.
just making shit up. It's always like the same things. What Marvel character are you? What Game of Thrones is? You're a badass here. Suck my dick. I don't have time. I want to do something different. So, finish these lyrics and we'll guess your exact age. I figured it'll just go all across the board, hopefully.
Okay.
All right. Take a chance. Oh, so dude, it's multiple choice.
Okay.
That dog better shut up or I'm gonna put it down, Old Yeller style. Take a chance on me, my breath away, me to church, me out to the ball game.
Huh.
I like Take a Chance on Me by ABBA, dude. I kind of do. But Take My Breath Away by Berlin's pretty solid. Take Me to Church by Hosier, you wouldn't know, and Take Me Out to the Ball Games for children.
I'll let you have this one.
Take a Chance on Me by ABBA, suck it. Baby, boy, you stay on my mind. Please don't go. Baby, baby, ooh, it's cold outside. You're a Sinatra guy.
Please don't go.
You want Please Don't Go? All right.
Yeah.
Life is a highway on the dance floor of the party in a glass house. I'm going to go Life is a Highway because I want to ride it all night long.
I'm with you.
Fucking right, dude. Life is a highway. Never learn not to love. Can say goodbye. Say never had a dream come true. I don't know any.
Say never?
Don't do that's Justin Bieber, dude. I knew you'd be
Is
upset
it?
with yourself if I said that. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, yeah, let's
I
not
know
do
you
that.
like your Canucks and shit, but the geese up there, bud.
Okay. I don't
Never
know.
learn not to love.
I guess.
That's a very effeminate thing to say, but I'm here
I
for it.
don't care.
Give your heart a break. Into me. Peace a chance. Me your hand.
I go a piece of chance.
That's Lennon, right?
Yeah.
Every little thing she does is magic. Breath you take. Little step. Rose has its thorn. Personally, little thing you do is magic is where I went immediately because I love that song.
Okay.
Every breath you take is for stalkers. I don't like that. 1 day in your life. 1 in a million. 2, 3, 4, 5 of the boys. You know you want to do Lou Bega 2, 3, 4, 5. You know you do a little bit of Monica.
That's what that is?
Yeah, a little bit of Erica by your side.
Yeah, why not?
A little bit of Rita's all I need.
I really
little
hate
bit
that
of
song.
Tina eats my skeet. What time after time of my life is on my side. Yes, it is passing by. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last.
Time is on my side.
Yes, it is. Back to you. In black, I hit the sack. To December all the time. On my feet again. Is it in black? I hit the sack.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh wow, that's a lot. Real good to go on. I want it that way. Need your love. Walk the line. Can't get no satisfaction. I want it that way is always my thing, but I understand that you're significantly older than me because you were born in 1944. So, would you like to do Walk the Line or Can't Get No Satisfaction?
You can do what you want.
Yeah, it's a team effort, you fucking tub.
Alright then. I guess Walk the Line. Everybody likes Johnny
I
Cash.
hate Johnny Cash.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, speaking of Johnny Cash. Could be the one. Turn the water into wine. Didn't have to be. Wasn't there.
Why does that all sound like Christian songs?
Because Johnny Cash, good Christian man. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Joaquin Phoenix. How about we just put like wasn't there?
Alright.
Fuck it. Let's get it. She will be loved, bangs, Oh, baby, when she moves. Drives me wild. Looks so perfect. Does she look so perfect by Stevie Wonder?
I think so.
If it is, I'm down for it. But if it's not, then I'm going to feel like a fucking idiot.
I can't remember fully.
What about She Bangs, dude?
Let's-
Like William Hung. She bang, oh baby, when she move, I go crazy. Look like a flower, but she sting like a bee.
I guess
Every girl, history. She
part of,
bangs.
part of me misses him.
Okay. We are the champions. Take care of our own. Are the world. Own the night. I'm only going out the champions because the rest of them are garbage.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
I was hoping we'd get built this city. I'm a huge Jefferson Starship fan. Just a dream. Just can't get enough. Just the way you are. Just another girl. These are all newer songs. That's why I feel like you're completely out of the loop.
I am.
God damn it. Be younger.
No.
Fucking dicks. Just the way you are, because it's cute.
Okay.
Shut up, dude. Love me tender, love me sweet. Love of my life. You've hurt me. Love don't cost a thing. Love the way you lie.
I'm going to say Love Don't Cost a Thing.
J-Lo?
I thought that was Tina Turner.
No.
Oh, what's hers?
What is
Oh, I know what it is now. Yeah, I'm wrong.
love? It's got nothing to do with it. Got nothing to do with it, right? Yeah. What's love got to do with it? Fuck, you threw me off, dude. I just remember what's her dick's name? Angela Bassett get the shit kicked out of her by Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. Poor woman. Rolling.
Then, I don't know.
I'm gonna go either love me tender, love me sweet, or love the way you lie, because I like Eminem.
That's fine.
I love the way you lie.
Yeah.
It's Skadoinkin. Never gonna give you up, let you down, make you cry, or run around and desert you. It's the only time they've ever done a great one. We have no choice. It's the same song, so which one are we gonna go with? Never gonna give, never gonna give.
We'll go give you up.
That's fair. We've known each other for so long. No, okay. So do I. Know exactly what's been going on. Wouldn't get that from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Okay, so gotta make you. Never gonna give you up. Okay, sorry. We got 49 years old, bud. Makes fucking sense. Sorry, so when you have an impromptu song pop into your head like that, dude, that was a on-the-spot performance, but we are 49 years old, which means we are, what, about fucking 17 years away from a golden Buckeye card in the state of Ohio? Look at the discounts.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
We're good?
And the picture of us at 49 was Celine Dion. Celine.
Yeah.
No.
She looks horrible these days.
She looks like Skeletor's fucking inbred sister.
She does.
Yeah, dude.
Saw a picture of her and like I didn't like her before, but now she really grosses me out.
She looks like the ducks in Canada that aren't stuffed with all the corn feed before they become foie gras. You know what I'm talking about? Just the most deep. She looks like if like those children you could sponsor for 10 cents a day were white, tall, and from Canada. You know what I'm saying, dude?
She looks like she's got the worst meth problem in Vegas.
She looks like a walking hat rack.
Damn it, she really does.
She does, dude.
Look up a picture of Celine Dion. You people need to know.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Have you ever, had a freaking Stretch Armstrong and it popped? There you go.
There was a point in time where people other than me thought she was good looking. I just want you to see where she fell.
Never been a time.
There were. People used to argue with me all the time about it. Especially when that stupid Titanic shit happened.
Oh.
God, I'm so glad I never saw that movie. You ready for
little entertainment news, dude? Walking into it. I'm gonna try to finish this ball of shit.
I think what I'm gonna do is it's a little out of order from my notes, but we might as well hit the elephant in the entertainment room.
Oh.
With
This went from a 7 to a 2. I'm never gonna give it up though.
Kevin Feige says that Spider-Man was never meant to last in the MCU forever. Like Marvel and Sony entered into a deal in 2015 to share the rights to Spider-Man. The deal brought Spider-Man to the MCU, with Marvel Studios consulting on Sony solo movies for the Tom Holland versions. However, this is where partnership between Marvel and Sony could end. It was reported recently, after months of negotiations, Sony and Disney could not come to terms on a new deal that would keep Marvel Studios involved with Spider-Man. I'm sure most people have heard about this. There's just been finger pointing all around.
Yeah, it's been a little fucking silly.
Um,
no one reads more than one article.
Yeah.
They go on like fucking Facebook like, did you guys see that Spider-Man is no longer in the MCU because Disney and Sony? Like, why doesn't Sony just roll over and just work with Disney? Read the fucking terms of the contract.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand that it's a shit business move for Sony.
Oh, it really was.
Horrible. What's the current... I mean, if we want, we don't have to read it, but the current one...
For me, right now, I'm just keeping on this article because I think there's other stuff in here I wanted to use for later.
That's fair.
Or at least while we're talking about this, I can come up with more stuff.
Yeah, you can call back to it.
The current deal that just ended was Disney gets 10%. 5% of the box office.
5% of the box office,
and they had
domestically, I believe.
And they had all the rights to merchandising.
Yes.
Which you're making up for getting that 5% by having the merchandising.
No, there's even bigger. Because here's the part, though. Like, don't even hit the 5% of the merchandising. Disney doesn't have to put a dime into this at all for like their actual money. They don't have to produce. They don't have to film. They don't have to insure. They don't have to do anything. They literally just go, we're going to let you borrow Kevin Feige to do this MCU, like, you know, cross Spider-Man shit. But, you know, we want our 5% taking all the merchandising. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, dude, only gets the toys, the clothes, the posters, the games, the everything you mean? Yeah, they get that.
Yeah.
So, you know who else built a fucking franchise that Disney bought on just merchandise? George Lucas, ladies and gentlemen. He took all the toys from 20th Century Fox, said, that's all I want. I just want that money. And he was able to self-finance 2 more Star Wars movies just from the money they made off the fucking toys.
Yeah.
And then he was able to renegotiate, create Lucasfilm, and he was worth $4 billion when he sold it. So when people say Sony needs to work with Disney, Disney needs to also sit there and shut the fuck up and realize that that's a lot of money from the merchandise. You've seen the Spider-Man toys. I have kids. We look at them for my kids and shit like that.
Yeah.
A far-from-home toy for a little freaking 7-inch action figure that might break if my kid gets a little too pissed off is $10.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they're not at the store because they're gone because kids want them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think if anyone's the real greedy cocksucker in the room right now, one trying to gobble all the knobs, fucking Disney.
Another thing that I read was Disney also wanted to... They were going to split financing.
So the new one is they want 50% of the box office, but they're going to do 50% of the production, but they still want 100% of the merchandise.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's not a good deal.
No, it's not.
Like Disney gets
helping pay for the production's a good move, but I mean, at least break them off. I understand Disney's not going to budge a whole lot. If you give them 25% of merchandise,
keep the deal what it was.
And that was fine too.
Keep the deal what it was. You were making money. You had this year. Disney broke a record. I don't know if you have it in the news for the most $1 billion plus movies.
Yeah.
In 1 year. I don't know if you had. That.
I can't.
It's okay.
I can't find it at the moment.
So
but yeah.
When this turns into, hey, it's a fucking money grab. It's a money grab. That's all it is. It's Disney going, hey, we want more money because what does Disney do that we've seen recently? People, they buy things.
Yeah.
They bought Hulu. They bought ESPN years and years ago. They bought McDonald's. They own ABC. They own fucking Marvel. They own Fox Studios now. They just want to keep buying because they want all the property. So in order to do that, they have to make more money. That's literally all it is. Because it's not about creativity anymore. Because look at all the remakes they're making. They're not
kind of sucks in a way.
Stuff. I think it's a black eye on Disney. It kind of shows your true colors.
I think it makes Disney look bad.
Yeah.
But
Sony will be fine, people. Sony will be fine. With Spider-Man movies, will still be great. Tom Holland knows how to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You have great writers. There is a Spider-Verse when it wasn't just a movie, ladies and gentlemen. That's a huge universe of characters. There's a jubilee of fucking characters in the Spider-Verse that can make those wheels spin like a motherfucker. You'll be all right. You're gonna be all right.
And for those that care about the MCU, this does change things.
Mm-mm.
Well, because up until now, you thought, what, a week now? Up until a week ago, we thought Spider-Man was going to take Iron Man's place.
Why did you think that? Tell me what because we're going to spoil some shit. It's been looking like Spider-Man was out.
Since when?
Feige wrote it that way. Look at Homecoming. Stark gave him back the suit at the end of it, offers him the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah.
Go to Infinity War, right? He gets blipped out or whatever the fuck they called it, but the snap, right?
Yeah.
Comes back. They do Endgame. He and Mr. Stark rekindle their friendship. Mr. Stark goes away.
Yeah.
Now you go to Far From Home. It is about Spider-Man learning how to do it on his own.
Yeah.
The whole movie. So it never once gave you the inkling that he was going to take over the Avengers because he never led anybody. He never led the charge in Civil War. He never led the charge in Infinity War. He provided ideas just like everybody else did, but he never took charge on any single person to make command to take over Tony Stark's space.
Actually, though, did you see Far From Home?
Snippets.
Okay.
I have to piece it together.
Because there is...
so no, he's with his aunt for the summer.
Well, it's also
then,
throughout the whole movie, he keeps doing, anytime he's around Happy, he keeps doing things. He's like, oh, just like Tony. He builds an Iron Man or a Spider-Man suit in a Quinjet.
I know.
And as he's watching him do it, he goes, oh man, just like Tony would do it.
But I didn't look at that.
To me, that meant we were. Iron Man was going to lead the next batch of Avengers.
That's not what it looked like to me. To me, it looked like a kid learning how to cope with the biggest loss he's ever had experienced.
I saw that too, but it still meant. To me, it meant that was going to build him up to be a leader.
Never saw that because he never led. He never had the opportunity to lead. When Iron Man started leading in the fucking second Iron Man movie, he started leading people. He started leading War Machine.
Yeah.
Get the suit. Let's go. Let's do this shit.
You can't make it identical, though.
No, you can't make it identical, but it doesn't weigh the same. To me, it never weighed the same. It always weighed to me like it is trying to show Peter Parker that no matter what you always do, it's not always going to work out. And you need to learn how to cope with that. Sometimes it is just you against the world, because that's how Tony felt, too. Because the end of it was, I need the Avengers, but at the end of the day, I needed to put myself in this position because I'm the one who makes the difference, not them. In
all honesty, to me, both ways make sense.
Yeah, but just to say that it was going out, everyone was like, "I thought Spider-Man was going to be."
I think if you know this negotiation's coming up, you do make it so it can be read both ways.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Feige's smart enough.
So if it keeps going, okay, I saw Spider-Man was going to be the leader. Okay, here he comes, or it went bad like it did, so now
he's got to learn how to cope with it, and
he can be gone, and you can. I really enjoyed having Spider-Man interact with.
I think that was what everyone liked the most, is the fact that you had them all together on one screen. We've talked to so many people. This is the beef they have with DC movies. They're not an extended universe. They don't all work together, blah, 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 blah. But it does work for you guys to do it on your own. So Spider-Man's gonna be fine. Sony's already talked about fucking doing shows and.
Oh, they're gonna smash him and Venom together so hard right now.
Oh, so fast, dude. He'll be in the third one. The third one will.
If he's not gonna be in the second one,
there's a chance he'll be.
They haven't even wrote the second one yet.
No, yeah, true. They haven't done anything.
They're in a spot where even if it's written, it could be altered like that.
So that's pretty.
Other than that,
anything else?
The other biggest news came that Black Panther 2, Ryan Coogler is coming back.
Oh, is it the D23 stuff?
Yeah. Okay. That happened. But Black Panther 2 was the biggest news, pretty much. That we're supposed to get it May 2022.
That's a long fucking time, people.
And it's supposed to start shooting, I think, late next year.
That's a long time.
So Coogler is back, and he's going to be helping, write it and everything like he did last time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I loved Black Panther a lot.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it at all. I hate the marketing that this is doing right now. It kind of irks me. It really chaps my ass. It's because you ever see that one fucking commercial for getting that insurance rebate where the girl's like, "Oh, I got $1. Gotta be quicker than that."
Oh yeah.
It's the carrot at the end of the stick, dude. They just bait us for fucking 5 years to wait for another fucking movie. It's obnoxious.
I forgot about that.
It's 3 years from now. It's 2019, 2022. I'm bad at math, but shit.
Yeah.
It's 3 fucking... I don't give a shit. Tell me what we're getting next year. And leave it at that. Okay, we're cool. What, 2018? Is that when Black Panther came out, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so 4 fucking years is a good amount of time. Tell us in 3. Huh? Okay? Don't just dangle out this fucking, we have movies lined up till 2031. I don't give a fuck. Give a shit. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to 2022. How about that? Now you got to force me to live healthier so I can see Wakanda 2?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't know. But D23 was pretty dope. They had a lot of shit there.
Yeah.
That Marvel news was pretty solid.
Yeah, and I heard they let Tom Holland talk.
Yeah.
So kind of like his last action as a Disney employee.
Yeah. I feel like there'll be a negotiation along the way. You'll figure it out. Tom Holland's going to be your Spider-Man for at least 6 more years.
This isn't gonna go away.
No.
They're gonna work on this until the very last second when someone just goes, you know what, suck my dick and we're good.
How about though?
And the other one's just gonna have to either suck the dick or walk away.
How about they say Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is going to be a horror film, but it's going to be a Disney canon MCU movie? Hey guys, PG-13 and horror, not the same sentence. Fucking stop. It's not going to work.
They're not turning this shit into, what was that movie with Bette Midler?
Hocus Pocus?
Yeah. Don't do that shit.
No, but they're trying to say it's going to be like a horror movie, and it's not going to be that because you can't make a scary movie that's PG-13. Name one.
Maybe not in the vein we're thinking of.
No supernatural movies been PG-13 have been scary. None of them. None with ghosts, demons, nothing. I'm not talking about blood and gore. I'm just saying in general.
This is all true.
You might be scary to a 7-year-old. I'm not going to be scared of me. I'm a grown man with a fat dick. What the fuck do you think I'm scared of? Dude, I'll sing Rick Astley as much as I fucking want to. I'm a 49-year-old Celine Dion right now. I don't give a shit. But sweet D23 stuff, dude.
Fat, bearded Celine Dion.
Hell yeah, man. I got some weird fucking news. Kind of sucks it's in our backyard or front yard, whatever you want to say. Cleveland police officer accused of urinating on 12-year-old girl. An officer with the Cleveland Police Department has been accused of urinating on a 12-year-old girl and capturing it on a video after an alleged failed kidnapping attempt. The incident occurred on Friday, August 16th in Euclid. The officer was off duty at the time. The girl was waiting for a bus when a man pulled up in his car and offered her a ride to school. The girl declined, and the suspect drove away. He returned a minute after, approached the girl on foot, exposed himself, and began urinating on her while appearing to record the incident on his cell phone. The suspect then returned to his car, drove away. Officer Solomon, that's a nightmare of a last name, Nahawatawan. It's a really fucking weird name, dude. Faces 8 charges in connection with the incident. The 5-year veteran of the police department turned himself in on Tuesday and remains in custody. These actions are impossible to comprehend, said the county prosecutor. My office will hold him accountable and ensure that he never holds the position of police officer again. He was indicted on charges of attempted kidnapping, sexual molestation, with specification, blah, 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 blah. And he is slated to appear in court on Monday for these charges. So,
dude,
fuck you, sir. Solomon, you're a real piece of shit for that. Because here's what I tell my kids all the time. If you can't find an adult and there's an emergency, a police officer is a perfect person to look forward to. So that's like
supposed to be.
Like, literally, like when they say not all superheroes wear capes, those are the superheroes that we know really exist. Those are the guys that do the work, protect and serve, bro. Protect and serve. You can't serve a hot plate of urine to anybody.
No.
No dice, Jim Rice.
That was. I can't believe.
It's weird.
I shouldn't say I can't believe that happened in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But why is it gotta happen in Cleveland?
I know, dude. It really left a bad taste in my mouth, no pun intended.
So bad.
But
I mean,
what did you prove? What did you think was going to happen?
Part of me for this is like, when I'm constantly like, dude, fuck the police. Because there's some of them use their authority to do shit like this.
But he was off duty. So he wasn't even in a police officer's uniform. The girl did exactly what she was supposed to do. Stranger danger, no thank you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So then, because you're a fucking asshole, you're just an asshole who turned out to be a cop. That's it. That's 99% of what it is. You're a piece of shit who ended up being a cop.
That's fair. That's fair.
And they're like, ooh, he should go to jail. I think that we should just line him up and we all piss on him for a long, extended period of time. We definitely beat the shit out of him. Then we'll figure out sentencing.
I don't even know, like, I guess because I don't understand how their brains work. But, like, where the fuck does any joy come from pissing on a child?
It's got to be like a weird, awkward power thing. That's probably why he became a police officer in the first place. And it's because he wanted to like impose his will onto people, and you get kind of the authoritative mindset when you wear that fucking shield. Like, I'm a bad motherfucker. You got to do what I say. And that's why they tase people to death.
Because this dude R. Kelly, you know what I found out this week that I didn't know? Not to go too far off topic, but I didn't know R. Kelly was married to Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Before she was,
have you not heard
when she was like 16.
Have you not heard the song "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number"?
No.
He wrote a song called "Age Is Nothing But a Number."
My R. Kelly was always "Fly Like an Eagle" and "Bump and Grind."
It wasn't. It was "I Believe I Can Fly." "Fly Like an Eagle" was Seal and Steve Miller.
All right.
Okay, that's why I'm 49. And Celine Dion. Never gonna give. But
it blew my mind. I heard that.
Yeah, dude.
Like 2 days ago, blew my mind.
He's been a consistent pedophile and sexual abuser throughout his entire stretch of fame. And he's going to jail for a long time. But, like, he's not going to get the Cosby treatment where it's like 8 years and you get to give a little fucking the pudding in the middle of everyone in a fucking jail cell. Like, you're going to be on security housing unit. People are going to want to fuck you up because you're going to go there probably forever.
Yeah.
But this dude, just beat the shit out of him, piss on him, beat the shit out of him again, maybe re-up on the piss, drink a lot of Gatorade because we need the electrolytes for this, boys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to sweat it out and piss it out, dude. You know what? Actually, fuck that. I'm going to drink all night before. I'm going to have a strong smelling urine. You're going to think I'm going deer hunting with the way this shit's going to smell. And I'm going to piss all over this fucking guy. And then I'm going to beat him up again. And then maybe the judge should sentence him to no less than 12 years.
I'm going to say 25.
I'm actually afraid anyone even fucking fucks with children, as you guys have been to the asylum.
That's where I'm at.
He's going to do it again. But I wanted to open because that's the darkest story I have. I just wanted to get it out of there because it's kind of fucked up. And it's one of the times where, like, a police officer, you know, it's not shooting, but it's just equally fucked up in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just an odd way for them to really think they have the fucking tact and the balls to do some really crazy shit.
That's a big load of shit.
Well, it's a lot of piss, really, but you know how it is. Pissing the night away.
You like Nathan Fillion?
No.
No?
I have no desire.
Oh. Well, then
I bet he's a nice guy, but he sounds like a cock. I hate his voice. And his face. His milk crate face with his coiffed hair. I don't like him. Cancel this dick, dude. You got a show called Firefly? I don't give a fuck.
I never watched Firefly.
Neither did I, dude. And Joss Whedon's still upset about it. So he made a whole movie that follows his series that got canceled called Serenity, and it did dick at the box office because no one knew what the fuck it was because it was a sequel to something no one saw. Real genius move there, Joss.
Well,
what's going on, Fillion, though?
He got cast in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, fuck, man. Is he going to die?
It doesn't... James Gunn's been keeping most of this shit straight to the vest, but it doesn't say who he's going to be. Just says he's in it. It could be pivotal to the story, his role. It could just be a cameo.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's basically anything when people talk about casting.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I don't know why they had to write that in there.
Anything, yeah. Great writing. Real firm grasp on the obvious.
I mean, I like Nathan Fillion.
I just don't.
I've never watched Firefly, and I feel like that's going to be the one thing he did that I didn't like.
Okay, so he's a
Firefly. Because I always see him in, like, bit parts.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's never really done anything.
I never see him in, like, anything big. Maybe that's why I like him, because he's like small doses.
From what I've seen, though, he's kind of always the same kind of guy.
He's oh my god.
He looks like if they ever made a MacGyver movie, that should be him.
Isn't he the guy who drives the Jeep in Jumanji?
No.
The new Jumanji?
No.
It's not him?
Maybe.
I thought it was him in like a prosthetic.
I don't know, maybe.
But yeah, like
he's... I know about Nathan Fillion is the girl in Big Mouth that has the hugest crush on him all the time. Have you seen Big Mouth?
Not yet.
Girl talks like this. She's like, "Oh, Nathan Fillion, so nice to see you." And then she like rubs her glowworm in her downstairs mix-up, and I'm like, "Whoa, these are supposed to be children," but I can't look away because it's cartoons, so it's fine. But she has a real big crush on Nathan Fillion.
Maybe that's what Firefly was. I hear a lot of girls say, like, I don't know what age. I don't even know when Firefly came out.
My ex-girlfriend loved Castle.
But I know there's
whatever.
I know there's like an age group that thinks Nathan Fillion's like this amazingly good-looking dude.
But I've just never really seen him do anything other than like TV kind of shit that makes me go, "Oh, he's going to be great at yada yada, so on and so forth." Like normally when you hear about an actor being casted or an actress, it's because their body of work is, it's in depth. Like when we hear Idris Elba, when we hear Jared Leto, Woody Harrelson, those guys, like, they have a huge body of work. So we're like, oh, it's in your repertoire. It's in your wheelhouse. It's something we've seen. Then you hear, like, ooh, freaking Nathan Fillion's going to be in this movie. What the fuck has he really done movie-wise that I would know? Nothing that I can...
This is one of the stories I picked off of Headline.
Yeah, it does. Not story.
Yeah, because like I said, what little bit I've seen of him, I like Nathan Fillion, and I thought this was going to be something worth reading. But not really.
Yep. Well, you know what? We win some, we lose some.
Yeah, that's about it.
Wow, dude, really nailed that fucking hammer down.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a good time.
Yeah, dude, that was.
Sorry, I wasted everybody's ear holes with that.
Yeah, dude. Well, rather that than their pee holes. Yeah. Girl in wheelchair rescued after falling off dock into the ocean.
Oh shit!
I know, dude. I got scared. A cruise ship party in the U.S. Virgin Islands, which Trump has spoken to the president of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and they got everything under control for this hurricane, screeched to a halt when a girl in a wheelchair fell off a dock into the ocean in St. Thomas last week. DJ Kashif, sorry, I'm going to butcher, Hamilton was playing a set when he heard loud screams and saw his colleague, Randolph Donovan, running towards the end of the dock. Donovan wasted no time springing into action. Before someone began recording, he dove off the dock into the turquoise water to save the girl who was slowly sinking because of her heavy wheelchair. "I got her out of the wheelchair," he told CNN, and someone threw him a life preserver. It wasn't long before Hamilton joined his friend. Oh, so the DJ, even performing, jumped off the fucking... That's dope.
Nice.
In the video, Donovan can be seen kicking fiercely to keep himself in the girl afloat. "I can't go no more," he told the DJ. Fuck! Eventually, onlookers were able to pull them onto dry land. They got the young woman safely to the dock. Donovan can be seen receiving a hug from what is believed to be one of the girl's family members before walking away from the scene to catch his breath after the ordeal. The girl has not been identified. However, Carnival Cruise Line says she was a passenger on board one of the cruise ships. The guest was seen by our medical team and did not sustain any injuries. A complimentary wheelchair has been provided for the duration of the cruise. He can't stop thinking about her face. She was in shock. Her eyes were open. And it's something we've lived with every day since the incident. So he's got a little PTSD going on.
Yeah. That sounds.
It's got to be super fucking scary.
I mean, that's fair because, that's got to be a scary thing to be involved with.
Shouts out to Hamilton and Donovan for cutting their fucking show on a cruise ship to, rescue a lady who was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Fell off the dock.
Good for them.
Now, that all being said, who the fuck said it was cool for you to be in a wheelchair around water? Who? Name them. Fucking name them. You know what happens if you don't put the brake on a wheelchair? Small gust of wind about 14 miles an hour going to push you over the edge. My mom has a wheelchair. We got to lock that bitch down every time we put her somewhere. Bitch, as in wheelchair, and my mother. So you were either pushed, or someone was like, "Oops, no brakes," and she's over there getting it, and she's just doing a little bit of shaking she can because the wheelchair prohibits movement, and then it just back rolls into the fucking ocean. No one thought to bring her to the center or by a railing.
Now,
Wheelchair and all. Just doink.
I feel like my question's already been answered, but
Okay.
was she seatbelted into this
Well,
wheelchair?
most of the time, you are.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You are. Most of the time.
I don't really know anybody in a wheelchair. So I didn't know, like, being seatbelted in would be...
Depends on where you're at. For safety reasons, a lot of places like cruise ships will make you belt in. But...
Because, I mean, I feel like had she not been, she could have just kind of floated for a little bit.
No.
No? She could...
She can't kick her fucking legs.
Yeah, but she could do this.
You gonna tread water?
She could do that.
That's not gonna work, Dave. It's not gonna work. You know what? This actually is a great time for us to talk about one of the inventions I thought about when I was around 11 years old, which is an ejectocito for a wheelchair. You know what I mean? I think it's a really important thing. If it gets a little away from you on the ramp and you're about to go into traffic, boom, hit that button. Trickle down to safety. We don't have to worry about you hurting your legs.
When you were 11 years old, did you call it the ejectocito?
Yeah, dude, because Too Fast, Too Furious. Dude, Tyrese Gibson hits the button. Ejectocito, cuz! And shoots that motherfucker right out the size of that goddamn Challenger. Completely reasonable. Think about it. Someone tries to steal you away because no one's paying attention to you anyhow. You don't have to brake on your fucking thing, so you can fall easily, victim to the water, or said predator, who just tries to cart you off like you're the last bits of a buffet table, and you just hit the ejectocito button. You spring out of there. And again, you're probably... Yeah. We don't have to worry a lot about what's going to happen to you. You're already in a wheelchair. You're not going to get more into a wheelchair.
That's such an 11-year-old
Dude, for 4 easy payments of $99.99, this can be yours, and we'll throw in a complimentary gopher grabber. That way, if someone doesn't remember to put your brake up, you reach a little bit behind you, boom, brakes time.
It hurts.
It's perfect.
My face hurts.
Yeah, Shark Tank that shit, motherfuckers. Mark Cuban, call me. Ejectocito, cuz.
Okay, so the common practice is to seatbelt them in.
In an environment like that, yes, most of the time. Because I would assume if she was sinking with the wheelchair and he had to get her out of the wheelchair, she would have either had her legs or her waist strapped down.
I mean,
for what fucking reason, I have no idea.
Because I'm sure it would have been a bitch, but she could have treaded for a little bit if she wasn't getting drugged down by the chair.
Well, dude, if she was like those weird freaking murder ball guys, she would have all the upper body strength. God, you know what?
She could be.
Do a CrossFit thing, you know? Okay, so that brings me to wheelchair number 2. Where it becomes a full exoskeleton. And it just unfolds onto your back, gives you strength.
I like it.
That's the next one, dude. It's the bumblebee of wheelchairs. You're the master chief of people in wheelchairs. I understand. But yeah, shouts out to Guy for saving her. That's awesome. I'm not trying to make fun of people who are crippled, but I did say crippled, and I won't stop saying crippled, so crippled. You know, you guys be more aware of your surroundings. And hey, mom, dad, friend, whoever thought it was cool to bring, you know, the crip on the fucking cruise, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. I'd never bring my mother on a cruise. And I can make these jokes because, again, you can Google it. My mother's crippled.
It's Googleable?
For sure, dude. She's a medical anomaly. She got a weird brain disease or some shit. I don't know. It's not hereditary because I'm not a girl. I got lucky. God made me a dude. But downside, gave me tits and a crippled mom. So, alcoholism on top of that, and the inability to dance. But my imagination is fantastic.
Ejectocito.
Yeah, ejectocito, cuz. Dude, why don't we just make fucking those hamster balls for fucking crippled people?
Why the fuck don't we?
Yeah, you know, dude, you could have made a fucking awesome thing, because all those people are stupid assholes on soccer fields that just run into each other.
Yeah.
Just toss them bitches off the dock now. It's a party. Put a little engine on the bottom of it. Brrr. You can't use their legs to pump it, but you know it's going to go somewhere.
I'm with you.
Yeah, man. Fuck, man. Well, again, she's safe and alive, and no one gave me her name, so I can't make fun of that. But I'm proud of you, Carnival Cruise Line, for fucking really having a vetting process of people being on your fucking cruises. You let an old man and a toddler hang off a balcony, and now you let a crippled person fall off the dock. Congrats. You're getting a bad Yelp review.
Dick.
Fucking dicks, man. It's not a carnival, it's a fucking circus.
Oh, God, it hurts. My face hurts so much right now.
I know, dude. Now, right now, you probably wish you had a stroke so your face would go crip. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. Do you, bud. Get your next story before I fucking lose all of our listeners.
Might have my... Oh, I'm so ugly in my face.
Hey, dude, don't worry about it. You're not that ugly. You just look like a dog's asshole.
So this story was sent to me by Grace.
Shouts out, Grace. Hope you and the baby are doing well.
Kit... Oh, you son of a whore. Kit Harington is confirmed to be the Black Knight in the MCU. Will debut in the Eternals. And I just found out today that this guy was Jon Snow.
I know, dude. It was so funny. So you sit in the car, you're like, dude, she sent me this article about this fucking guy. Who did you compare him to?
Looks like Corey Feldman.
He's like looks like a shitty Corey Feldman. And he's in the MCU, like, that's fucking news. And I was like, well, dude, you know it's Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Like, oh, that's why it's news. You fucking silly bastard.
I only know Hodor.
Yeah, I know, because you think about his dick too much. You fucking weirdo.
And Momoa. I can't think of the character's name.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But anyway, so he's going to be playing the Black Knight in the Eternals.
Yeah.
They should have casted Martin Lawrence, but we can always forgive him. That's the only real Black Knight.
That would have been a great crossover.
The best of all time, the most ambitious, to say the least.
I would have been a fan. So this past weekend was Disney's D23 Expo. They do it every odd-numbered year.
Every 23 years.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question, but I'll say
that's reasonable, dude. I mean, I only expect.
I don't understand whether I call it. Why is it D23?
We talk about 23 things.
Is that for real?
That's my assumption. Or it's the next Mighty Ducks installment that we haven't got.
Okay. So
bring back Emilio.
Disney usually if they skip Hall H at San Diego,
it's because they have a D23.
It's because D23 is coming and they're just going to do all their own shit on their own time.
Yeah, buddy.
Which also kind of weird because they had that big unveiling of the Marvel Phase 4 at San Diego.
They had bigger stuff to show at D23 though.
Yeah,
Phase 4 is very limited because they brought up all the
this is the article that has all the extra news.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hit it.
I had it all wrong. So you got your Jon Snow is going to be a Black Knight.
Are you familiar with that character at all? Because I have no idea who the fuck it is.
Jon Snow?
No, not Jon Snow.
I don't know much.
Knight.
No,
I don't know shit about.
I've never heard.
Eternals,
I think it's about the Eternals.
They even got Angelina Jolie to show up though. So that's
I think that comic only had a 22-issue run.
I think I have all the issues, and I got them from a Dollar Tree on DVD for my daughter. I'm not joking. I have it. I wanted to watch it just so I know what the fuck these are. You can only Guardians of the Galaxy me one time before you fool me again.
Marvel announced 3 new TV shows, including Miss Marvel.
She-Hulk.
Which was originally reported a few hours before the panel. That sounds dumb. Why would you report it before you tell people about it? Whatever. She-Hulk and Moon Knight.
That one is exciting.
Moon Knight's going to be fucking
Moon
balls.
Knight should have had a feature. It should not have been a TV show.
No.
Have Moon Knight fight the fucking Taskmaster after fucking Black Widow. Dude. Dick's hard right now.
Okay. So this part's all about what's his face? Harrington.
Okay.
This whole article's about it.
Yeah, no fucking shit though, huh?
Well, it had other shit from the fucking thing.
Fuck.
But apparently Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, all this shit's gonna tie into the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Loki, just like Vision. WandaVision, and that was another thing. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
They cut Bucky's hair, and they shaved him.
I'm okay with it.
I kind of liked him looking homeless with a steel arm.
Yeah, but he's working for the government again.
Yeah, God damn it.
Protocol, dude. Mr. Rogers only grew his hair out and got a beard when he stopped working for the United States government.
Fair enough.
So basically, if you work for the government, you have a crew cut and look like everyone's tennis coach.
That hurts, though.
Okay, well, not as bad as almost drowning.
They showed the new Star Wars trailer.
That is interesting.
I gotta watch it yet.
I can give you a little bit of a breakdown because I haven't watched it either, but the big news from that is Rey dual-wielding red lightsabers in a black cloak. That's... And it says dual-wielding lightsabers, but another article said a dual-wielded lightsaber.
So, like...
It's either two...
Like
I haven't
Darth
seen the
Maul?
trailer. It's either Darth Maul or two red lightsabers. I don't know which. I have to see the trailer.
I would be in for either. Because
Darth Maul's allegedly not dead. He has a reference in Han Solo and Solo Star Wars story, so allegedly he's not dead.
And
if you want to
that Clone Wars cartoons,
fuck Clone Wars.
That keeps him alive too.
But it's a prequel time thing. Solo's later. Solo's after the fact that Darth Maul died.
Well, no, because I thought in the Clone Wars cartoon he was half robot.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
So that would be after.
I didn't watch
episode 1.
I don't watch cartoons. I don't like this ambitious TV crossover movie fucking thing. It's obnoxious. It's nothing but a money grab. Fuck you guys. Bring back Spider-Man. Eat the fucking dicks. It's obnoxious. You know it's just a money grab. They don't give a fuck about the property.
I do want to see. What's her name? Ahsoka?
Yeah, she's supposed to be in...
I would...
Ooh, Ahsoka's Daenerys, right?
Is it?
No, Ahsoka's
what the hell's a
Daenerys?
Yeah, Ahsoka's...
What the hell's a Daenerys? Daenerys is Game of Thrones. The girl from Solo, because there's a fan theory that might confirm that Rey's parents are... We could do this real fast. I don't want to spoil it. It's not spoiler because it's not confirmed.
We can.
But they talked about who's Rey... the reason that Rey and Kylo Ren are so close is because they're related just like Luke and Leia. They're the new Skywalker story because their dad is cousins? Han Solo.
Both dads are cousins.
Because Han Solo in the Solo Star Wars movie, he was in love with that one girl before he got with Leia. He actually knocked her up. That girl stopped doing what she was doing, became kind of like a fucking hermit, and like fucking recluse on another planet. Because Kylo Ren...
Yeah, but that would make Rey older than Kylo Ren. That don't seem right.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Leia was knocked up the whole time.
Leia can't be knocked up the whole time because Solo takes place before New Hope.
Okay, barely. So they'd be the same age.
But he would have to knock that girl up in Solo.
So why couldn't she be older? Is it described that Kylo Ren is older than her?
I don't know.
Well, then who the fuck cares, man?
I'm just saying he looks a lot older.
God, yeah, because he's been in the military and he's got a weathered face.
He's a douchebag, too.
No, he's not. He's a really nice guy. Adam Driver's a cool dude. He's a good actor, too. Just got a weird face.
His face is pretty weird.
But he was a Marine.
Good for him.
He's a good guy. He was in Black Klansman. It's a good movie.
I want to see that.
It's a good movie. Not a recommendation, though, but it's a good movie. I'm not black enough to watch it.
I don't think you have to be. I think you just have to understand what's right and wrong. No, man, I don't want to appropriate
their culture. You know? We'll let them have it. Put too many K's in the title. I can't do it.
Oh, fuck.
But anyway, it's looking like it's either an illusion. It alludes to that she's the rise of the Skywalker might be the fact that Skywalkers are taking back over the
dark side.
The dark side, or she's like a sleeper cell and she works with Kylo Ren to get close to him to maybe end him. Is like the theory that's going out right now. God, dude, this.
They also said like fans from D23 kept saying throughout the entire Star Wars portion of it. They kept hearing Darth Vader's breathing. So they don't...
if they bring back Vader, it's just a money grab, and I'll never watch another Star Wars again.
I don't think they'll bring him back. I think it'll be another Force Ghost thing, but they also been playing Palpatine's laugh over the trailers.
I know. And there's also the possible thing that Snoke never died. Because he was so strong, how could he just be killed that easily?
Yeah.
So, I don't fucking know. We got to see between the Ryan Johnson thing and the fuck JJ movement, and then the bring back JJ. JJ's like, I gotta fix all this shit. And sorry, JJ's my favorite one.
I feel like this 3 Star Wars is turning into like a crazy game of horse.
Yeah.
Like you went between like under your balls, over your head, nothing but net. All right. I'm gonna make that not worth anything.
Yeah, like fuck you, dude. I'm gonna nail that, and then what I'm gonna do next?
I feel like JJ's gonna come back and she's like, well, now this don't matter.
Yeah, like there's so many things that just got thrown askew. Like everyone hates the way that Luke dies, but if you read the lore, which I didn't know, and there's a guy at work who you wouldn't know, a huge Star Wars buff. He informed me that I'm a fucking idiot for thinking how I thought.
No, I knew that. I
didn't know that because
I was hoping for a later time on that.
Yeah, he was like, when Luke made himself a Force ghost, he actually became stronger, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, all right, dude.
I know who you're talking about, and I love it.
And just to see that guy all jacked and constantly talking about his BCAAs, his amino intake, and his fucking protein powder, sitting there wearing the shortest shorts a man's ever had with a sweet tart ass, just doing squats and shit, come at me sideways about fucking Star Wars. Ease up there, bud.
I love it.
But yeah, he's a fucking Force ghost, you idiot. You get stronger when you're a Force ghost. I was like, well, what about Yoda? Why didn't he come to fucking help? Fuck you. And he's like, you didn't read the books. I was like, I didn't even know there were books. I didn't graduate. I don't know how to read anyway. And then, yeah, so basically, ooh, there's a 40. Much obliged. I need a bottle opener for this bitch, though.
Oh.
That's all good. But is that all for the D23?
Yeah,
I can walk into mine real fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this a couple weeks ago, but there was a deputy who had claimed that while on duty, he was shot by a sniper round.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah. And everyone's like, what the fuck? They were on high alert. They were looking for who possibly might be the new area sniper because that DC sniper thing was legit panic for everybody.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's horrifying, the reality of what could happen when someone is that skilled of a marksman and it can shoot you from far away. Well, it turns out that guy's a fucking asshole because the deputy faked being shot by a sniper. Sheriff's Department angry, embarrassed, furious, and ashamed.
As they should.
Los Angeles, which is why they were like, what the fuck? Can you guys load? Okay, a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy falsely claimed last week he was shot by a sniper at the Lancaster Sheriff's Station. He'll now be the subject of a criminal investigation. We are all appalled and disappointed. We took the deputy at his word. We intend to hold the individual responsible for breaking the law and, most importantly, for betraying the community. We know we know the what and the how. Oh, I was going to say what the fuck. We know the what and the how. We don't know the why. The dramatic twist in the case came days after fruitless searches for a gunman who authorities believe had shot the deputy. The incident prompted the manhunt and massive police response, with much of the focus on an apartment building next to the station. The reported sniper assault was fabricated by our deputy. On Sunday morning, a message was posted on the Facebook page from Lancaster Sheriff's Station about the admission by Deputy Angel Reynosa. Angry, embarrassed, furious, unbelievable, ashamed. These are some of the words circulating around our station's hallway since last night as our deputies try to wrap their minds around last night's press conference surrounding the incident that occurred in our parking lot. Reynosa, 21, claimed he was struck in the chest around 2:50 Wednesday as he walked into his car in the employee parking lot. Investigators believe Reynosa's bulletproof vest had saved his life, but the bullet had just grazed his shoulder. The deputy's statement was self-serving, didn't make a whole lot of sense. No bullets were recovered from the scene. There were many things that just didn't add up. There were no visible injuries. This is a long-ass article, dude.
Yeah?
He was not shot as he previously claimed. Jeez. As he previously claimed. The noise you make when you push a freaking crippled in the water. He was not shot. He used a knife to cut holes into his shirt.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so our deputies responded to a cry for help and did exactly what they were trained to do to protect the community, and we are saddened by the outcome of the investigation, but are grateful to our community for their cooperation on Wednesday and our ongoing support. The actions of one individual are not indicative of Lancaster Sheriff's Station. So this guy is basically fucked. Dude, this is a 50 fucking 1,000-word paragraph article. I don't know. I didn't graduate. But yeah, they're gonna fuck him over for basically falsifying police report, inducing panic.
I mean, as you should.
Fucking over police resources. Overall, being a general dick.
Exactly. Like,
what are you doing, man? There were how many? There were 3 mass shootings in 1 week.
And
then you're going to say shit like that? Like, you're fucking stupid.
We've got that going on. We're not that far removed from the DC sniper. Are we?
It's over 10 years. It's got to be damn near close to 15.
I thought that, okay.
I thought it was like 2004, 2005 maybe. But I was young, dude. It wasn't something for us. We didn't care about it because, we didn't live in D.C. My dad said that's where fairies live. So we didn't go there. And then I was like, ooh, well, fairies, there's leprechauns and gold. And he's like, no, you know the ones. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. Tooth fairies. He's like, the guys who love Elton John. I was like, oh!
No, because that had to be in the last, 7 years.
No, DC Sniper was not in the last 7 years, dude.
Okay.
I can assure you, DC Sniper was not that. But bigger than that is the fact that there were so many mass shootings that just recently occurred.
No, I'm with you.
The DC Sniper, dude, I'm telling you, it's like 2007 at best.
Wow. 2002.
Okay, so yeah, fuck you, dude.
Right,
he watched The Matrix and thought he was living in The Matrix. Sean Lee Malvo? I'm not even joking. He pleaded the Matrix defense, which is a real defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then he had that little 15-year-old boy. And they made that freaking... Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck with me, dude. I know my murders. You shitting me? I have an autistic brain when it comes to that shit.
I really thought it was more recent than that.
I know, but you're suffering from dementia going into later parts of your life. I understand. But for me, the real big thing that's like, I have a brother-in-law, and he's a great, responsible kid. He's amazing. But he's super young. I don't think that 21 is a reasonable age for you to become a police officer.
No.
Not even close. Like, because you think about it. Say you got out of college, didn't work out for you, you got a job, then you went to the academy. Your life experience is very minimal, and your viewpoints are very much skewed by what you see and hear in the news rather than shaped by your life experiences and the peers around you.
Very much.
So imagine this guy's like, fuck, dude, I've got no action. Shit's not going this way. Wants attention. I'm a cop. Da-da-da-da-da. And again, all these shootings just happened. You decide to say, oh, sniper taking shots. Maybe in your head, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal because you might be an idiot. Because you're 21.
Yeah.
An experienced person in the world like me at 28, if I became a police officer, and I'm not that much older than you, bud. You're super old, but I'm barely older than that kid. You're like 54 years older than him. And then we would be good. We wouldn't be like, oh yeah, dude, in the midst of all this fucking hubbub about shooting, let's just fake one. It's a horrible thing. Just the vetting process for police officers kind of seems shitty. Yeah. I'm not saying that every 21-year-old's incapable. Don't do that stupid shit. Don't come at me sideways about, I was pretty mature for 21. I don't give a fuck who molested you. So leave me alone. But what I'm going to say is a lot of people, they don't just take the shit seriously, just like I don't take any of these jokes seriously. But
what you're saying is valid, though, because...
You're too young.
You're 21, right?
I'm too young to have 3 kids, for sure. People say that all the time. But you either learn to do it because you have to do it, but you didn't have to be a police officer. Your back wasn't forced up against the wall, so you chose to do it, and you're going to make bad decisions along the way because you don't know what the fuck life is.
You're going to make, like, hard arrests on, like, kids smoking a J next to Circle K.
Or you're going to let them go when you shouldn't, and then they're going to commit a crime.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
Like, you got to learn how to read people. Because you could look at those, like you just said, those kids could go 2 ways. You could be like, hey, guys, come on.
Put it out.
You tell them to put it out, and they're fine. Or you tell them to put it out, they wait for you to leave, they go fuck off and do some stupid shit. But at the same time, you could arrest them for it.
And it's just weed. But then you arrest them and you prevent it. It's just a fit, like that margin is so hard for a child. Because in my head, even at 21, you can drink, you can drive, you can rent a car, get a hotel room.
But you don't really know shit about shit.
No, you don't have enough life experience to think that you can do the big things. You can do the little things.
21's that age where you think you know every goddamn thing, but you know less than you did in high school.
Yeah. Because the real world is a lot different. And I didn't think, like, as I get older, I'd say that stupid shit my parents did. But the real world is different. There are different ways you learn things. There are different ways you engage people. There are different things that are going to happen to you. And when you're that young, it's very hard for me to think that you've had enough life experience to be able to gauge those situations properly with the consequences of your actions being as dire as they can be. Like when they say that's a life or death job, legit, that's a life or death job. And it's not just you, it's who's on the receiving end too. So do you have enough wits about you and enough worldly experience to be able to be in control of that kind of situation? I would venture to say nay.
Probably not.
unless you have like maybe military experience or some sort of huge disciplined background. Okay, I'll caveat that.
Yeah.
But even then, you're like, you're just so fucking young. So I don't want to crucify the guy, but I also don't want you to think that you can get away with it. So I don't know how you go about the punishment.
Because
maybe kick him in the dick real hard and make sure you cancel his Fortnite account.
definitely kick him in the dick really hard because we're in
very scary times sometimes.
The last 5 years, shit hasn't been all that great.
Yeah.
What's his name down in Florida? He was the neighborhood watch guy.
Oh yeah, Zimmerman.
Yeah, ever since him,
been a little tough.
Shit's just gotten weirder and weirder.
And then when you bring guns and
then all of a sudden you're just like, yeah, fake a sniper shot. People are afraid of this shit right now.
And it's not
our world is not what we want it to be.
It's not the way it was. I would say that there was a time where the world was not as scary.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's necessarily scary because I don't want to push an agenda this way or the other. But the whole thing, they're remember maybe 10 years ago, your parents were like, man, it's a scary place. But then statistically, it's the safest time we've ever had.
Yeah.
That number has finally changed. Statistically, it's not the safest time we've ever had. Which now you go, oh shit, the world is actually becoming a scary place.
Oh, hands down.
And so to do shit like that, it's like your job was to protect and serve, man. You're striking panic into the community, making people look over their shoulders already more than they have to do. Just don't do that shit.
We live in the world where the kid in Colorado, they don't do midnight screenings anymore.
Mm-mm. We don't do midnight screenings anymore. They just let the movie come out at 7 o'clock on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And cops are always there.
That used to be, you showed up at midnight.
This shit.
Yeah. But now we don't want that situation again. Mm-mm. So now it's 7 p.m. So now they moved it up 5 hours. And you could watch it a couple times Thursday night. Mm-hmm. But it used to be midnight because then it was technically Friday. But whatever. Yeah. But now we can't trust to let people in a theater at midnight because that became a concern.
Yeah, the amount of things
that was one person made this happen. So for you to fake sniper shots and shit like that in the world we live in now, where there's a lot of people who want to homeschool their children.
I've considered it. If I had the money, I considered it. It's an odd thing. You don't want to do certain, especially when kids are involved, but you just don't want to do certain things. The world feels scarier.
Yeah.
It just does. When I was younger, and I'm not actually that much older than most people who listen and most people we talk about. When I say young, I'm 28.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out. I don't want to take my kids there. I don't want to go to do this. I don't want to go do that. All because there's that little bit of the what if. And you're like, oh well, fuck. So hey, man, that's a real dick move what you did. So
it really is.
Definitely, you'll never be a cop again, and you shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be.
And it's unfortunate. I'm going to chalk a lot of it up to just being naive and young and stupid, but at the same time, it's just, fuck, man, fuck.
I don't get it. I don't know what you were thinking, bud, but you should have thought about it a little more. I think if you gave it another minute or two of thought, you'd have been like, this is probably a bad idea.
Kind of that whole, hey, jerk off before you try to go home with that girl.
Yeah.
Same thing. That little extra thought.
Yeah.
Think about it in your head. How's that going to go for you?
Yeah.
Probably not good. So, what you got?
Matrix 4 is going to happen.
I lost all energy in my body.
Concept artist Joffrey Darrow and Steve Scroce.
Shouts out, Scroats.
They're returning for Matrix 4. John Toll is going to be the cinematographer. I think they all had those roles originally.
They got a lot of the original
for the first
people.
Matrix. Yeah. For the past 2 years, there's been rumors Warner Brothers continuing the Matrix franchise, whether it be an expansion written by Zach Penn or a reboot with Michael B. Jordan. Lana and Lily Wachowski were working on a new movie, and All right, so WB finally let the cat out of the bag this week and confirmed that Lana Wachowski is directing and co-writing the fourth Matrix with Alexander Heeman and David Mitchell. Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss are going to reprise their roles as Neo and Trinity.
That doesn't make any sense.
Additional casting news expected to arrive in the foreseeable future. There have been some updates, nothing all too recently. There was what the fuck? Was it Agent? Did Agent Smith say he was coming back? The guy who
No, they
played
haven't
him?
said anything about him yet.
Okay, because I know there's a third character that said they were coming back.
Well, they don't know if it's going to be Agent Smith or it's going to be Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I heard then,
Yeah.
and I just got it confused in my head. This is rough because
If you look at the way that Revelations happened, there's no possibility for a sequel, really. They kind of shut it down.
They did.
And they rushed that trilogy, by the way.
No, hands down. Because
didn't Matrix come out in 99, and then in 2001 and 2004 we had the next two?
Yeah.
It's fast.
Matrix 2 came out, and then the next summer was Matrix 3.
It's a lot.
And I didn't really care too much for 2 and 3.
I didn't understand parts of it because it just didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. Maybe it's something I have to sit down and watch again because I was younger. I mean, when the first one came out, fuck, dude, I was 10. So you were 41.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the first one, the concept's fantastic. It makes a lot of sense. It's great. It's well written. The special effects of the time, the fighting style, everything was fucking phenomenal.
They maximized what you could do with CGI.
Oh yeah.
In 1999, like that movie was so unbelievable looking.
I'll trim my nose here. Sorry.
It was insane. Like in 1999, CGI wasn't what it is now, obviously.
No, clearly.
But the way it looked in that movie, you didn't think that was possible.
No, that looks like when you see that moment where they're on the rooftop and he goes to shoot the dude, and the agent moves the way he does, and then Neo does that freaking, which everybody wanted to learn how to do, and you always fell back and busted your fucking tailbone like an idiot. Yeah, look what I could do. No, you can't, you stupid Momo.
But it's still even now when I think back on it, it looks they spent so much time on that. It looks so much better than anything else at that time.
No, you're not wrong. But the thing is, I'm not even looking at looks. Like, 'cause I can overlook some of the CG. I can look over.
No, but even the story was
the practical effects. I can look over all that. The story was good. And then as it went through, like you did Matrix Revelation, which is Neo versus the system.
Yeah.
But then everyone forgets that Neo's been told he's been here 100 times before. There's been dozens of Neos. You know what I mean? The Oracle tells him there's a different Oracle for a reason. The Oracle changes too. And so once Agent Smith breaks free from the system after Neo basically sacrifices himself, then you realize that, oh, fuck, mind fuck, the first M. Night Shyamalan movie, you know, that's a twist. Fucking Agent Smith's the one. So where do you go when they crash the system and they already beat the machines by letting the machine beat the machines? I don't know what you do. Why would you make another one? How do you reprise the role where Keanu Reeves is already dead? He died.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to tell me he didn't fucking die and you're going to put him in another incubator, he's got to choose blue or red again, and then everyone just simply older? What is this, the cocoon of Matrix?
Probably.
Fuck that, dude. I want the Twilight years of Keanu Reeves being fucking Neo. He's already John Wick, which is 9 times cooler than Neo ever will be.
John Wick's so awesome.
Constantine was cooler than Neo.
The Wachowskis.
The one is back. They both transitioned, correct?
That's what I read, right?
Yeah.
It was the Wachowski brothers.
And now it's the Wachowskis. And then there's Lana and Lily.
Lily.
Yeah.
So it's the Wachowski sisters.
They don't say sisters, they just say Wachowskis.
Okay, well, that's fine. But I thought only one.
It started off with one, and then they both did, which actually I found, there's a documentary, it was on TLC years ago, but it's about 2 brothers who were homosexuals. They were twins, identical twins, and it turned out that their personalities are so much so and their brain chemistry is so much so that They both had the same predilection for being homosexual, so
That's
it's actually
fair.
not uncommon.
That's all right.
I think that these motherfuckers should have just made another V for Vendetta and called it a day.
They've got.
Because, I mean, what you got?
They had movies I didn't even know were theirs.
Well, I didn't know Speed Racer was theirs.
Speed Racer's theirs.
I did not know Jupiter Ascending was theirs.
Yeah, because that one took such a shit in the mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I thought I was going to like it. I was like, normally not one to listen to critics in the box office. Watched it. It's not good. It's not great. It's not good. Is it watchable one time if you don't give a fuck about losing an hour and 45 of your time?
Sense8.
It's a good show.
Netflix.
It's a great show. Actually, I was kind of salty that they canceled that. It was a good show. Very like mind fucky.
I'm usually here for the Wachowskis though. They really
Vendetta in the Matrix is all you need.
Yeah.
And Speed Racer wasn't like holy fuck, give me an Oscar, but it was an entertaining ass movie.
Oh, hands down.
I like Emil Hirsch too.
What?
I like Emil Hirsch. So.
You do?
The guy who played Racer?
Yeah.
Or Speed, whatever you want to call it, fucking dumbass. Jack Dosito, cuz. Get that trunk monkey out, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, I trust the Wachowskis. They've made a bunch of movies and stuff that I like.
Are they the same Wachowskis, all things considered? Do we know?
We don't know, though.
Was it better when they were the brothers, or is it going to be better now that they're the sisters and that they're honest selves? I don't know. Maybe you'll get a better Matrix out of this.
Maybe Carrie-Anne Moss will have a bigger role.
Or bigger tits.
Can't.
Sorry.
Oh, by the way, when you watched the Matrix movies, were you like, how attractive did you think Carrie-Anne Moss was?
Not even remotely close.
Me either.
When they were having sex in the second one during that rave, I didn't know who was on top.
Now here's the thing.
I got confused.
Because when I was when the Matrix 2 and 3 came out, like all my dad's friends were like, "Fucking Trinity's so fucking hot," and I was like,
She was hotter in the movie Memento.
I was like, "Is this like an older guy thing?" Because she was older. I don't know how much older than me she is, but she was older. So I was like, is this a middle-aged guy thing at the time?
No, she had that heroin chic model body from back in the day.
The guys
like super thin girls. Like that, yeah. Some girls are really into that, especially like burly dumb guys.
I grew up on the 90s girls like Alicia Silverstone and such. That little something to them.
It's a hard time for you.
Yeah. Not really.
Name one hot 90s girl.
Oh.
Wrong.
I didn't even say anything.
I know, dude. Because
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay. That's just one.
You only told me I had to name one.
You know what? That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they just do something cool with it. I don't know where they can go. I can't find a story. I don't know where the stretch is going to be. I thought the reboot with Michael B. Jordan was a great idea.
I did too.
That would be maybe,
or even if some people said that like,
be like
a reboot/prequel series where he was young Morpheus.
I would have not liked that though because Morpheus ended up being kind of whatever.
Yeah. I would have watched it. I'm sure I would have watched it. Whether it was good or not, who knows? But I have some respect for Michael B. Jordan. I'll watch what he does, and then I'll make my judgments when it's over. Mm. I think
either way.
I think he's proven to me he deserves at least that much.
You're not wrong. He's pretty solid. Kid. Go away. You're being a dick. Get out of here, pup. You're ruining my life. Get out. Get. Sorry, guys. My pup's over here freaking out because people are next door just moving stuff around. And if she hears one single bang, you would assume that we're being infiltrated by ISIS because she's a fucking sloppy dog. Goddamn terrorist dogs. So I got a story for you, and this is actually the headline is not what the point I'm trying to get across is.
All right.
But Trump tries to overturn rulings stopping him from blocking Twitter users. President Trump is determined to challenge an appeals court ruling preventing him from blocking critics on Twitter. The Justice Department has filed papers for Trump that demanded a rehearing by the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New York, arguing that the three-judges panel's unanimous decision was fundamentally misconceived. Public officials who address matters relating to their public office on personal accounts will run the risk that every action taken on that account will be state action subject to constitutional scrutiny. One of the White House's main vehicles at the real Donald Trump for official president activity is under scrutiny precisely because of many things that Trump tweets that are ordered as state actions. He hereby, fucking definitely read this better. I'm doing terrible, guys. If Trump was allowed to block critics of his policies on his personal account, other politicians could simply shift their announcements to personal accounts to avoid the responsibilities for civic interaction. This lines up to a degree with January ruling that an official's Facebook page is a public forum. As it is, there are calls for consistency across the aisle. Critics have sued Representative AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, arguing that they too shouldn't be blocked on Twitter merely based on disagreements. While Trump may not be fond of seeing critics' tweets, the ruling could also ensure that their rival politicians have to contend with online objectives of their own. So,
good.
I'm happy with both sides. I understand where Trump comes from because not only is he the president, but it's his Twitter.
Yeah.
You should be able to block whoever the fuck you want on your social media. I feel like you should. However, if you're going to use your social media to push an agenda, as a public service representative, you have to be subject to criticism on all forums. That's why I liked when they said keep that same energy with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, because she was blocking people too. And it's like, all right, yeah.
I know you don't have a Twitter, but I do. And people retweet Trump all the time. He definitely is pushing his agenda with his Twitter. And
which I don't see a problem with. That's how you push.
And if that's what you're going to do, though, then they do have a right to tell you, like,
I don't agree.
You got to live with the consequences of doing such.
Well, here's the one thing that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration with social media, is that if you're going to, can you just pause this for a second? Because I'm going to freaking... Yeah, sorry about that. They're doing work next door. My dog, fucking lunatic. Can't just handle her shit when she hears good doing. But as we were saying, is keeping that, like, you're in a public forum and you're you're a servant of the people to a degree. If you're going to post something publicly, it should be open to all forms of scrutiny. Because if you're using it to push your agenda, then people should be able to challenge your agenda.
Oh yeah.
Now, if there was, say, this way of doing things, they created 2 accounts, personal and a public, where they never put their public agenda on their personal, you should be able to block on your personal at all times.
Always. Here's what Barack Obama did. He was at POTUS.
Yeah, that's a smart move. And then there was
the entire
Barack,
time he was in office.
Yeah.
And he never tweeted anything that a president shouldn't have a remark for. Mm-hmm. It was always like when a school shooting would happen, he'd be like, my condolences to the family, to all these people. That's what he did with his Twitter while in office.
Made sense.
Once he was done, it was at Barack Obama. And then he was like, oh, me and Michelle's on vacation. And that's when it became personal. And he still, like, a shooting would happen. And he'd be like, me and Michelle want to extend our condolences to all involved and all those things like a president would.
Yeah. But the one thing that really pisses me off about some of these people who are a little bit like Twitter happy, I like to call it, instead of trigger happy, we call it Twitter happy, is Trump will just throw out whatever he wants. AOC will just throw out whatever they want.
Yeah.
And then they want to be like, oh, well, we don't want to hear the negativity because that's mean. But you just say whatever the fuck you want to.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy across the board. If you're going to talk shit, but you're not willing to hear it back, you're going to talk shit on somebody, be like, that's sad. Or they need to do better in this regard. Or like, fuck them. Like, you have to take that same heat back your way. How strong are you mentally? How good does that look as you, like, being in that position and having the authority that you have to do what you do? If you can't fucking take criticism, even if it's the meanest forms of it, like death threats, block that guy, get that guy checked. People saying they want harm done to you, fuck off, get out of here. Those people are terrible. But when someone says, hey, stupid, you're the worst president, or hey, you fucking suck as a representative, or hey, you're a terrible senator, you're bad at your job, fucking take it and shut the fuck up. It's what you have to do. You cannot be feeble-minded in politics. You have to have, speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah.
That quote by, was that Roosevelt?
I believe it was.
I think it was Roosevelt.
Yeah.
He's like, speak softly and carry a big stick. So always be on the defense if you need to, but say what the fuck you're going to say. And then if you're going to have to get flack from it, swing back. Do the right thing. Entertain it.
This is why I don't.
That's why I vote for Bernie Sanders.
This is why I don't pay that much attention to politics. Because I think the majority of my thinking is very liberal. I do have moments where
you're conservative.
It could be considered conservative.
Or left-leaning or whatever.
Whatever. But you can't have that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like, you could be the most liberal guy. I don't care if gays get married. I don't care who does this, and this. But you're like, you know what? If your kid fucks up enough, maybe you swat his ass once or twice. And then people go, hey, fuck you, bud.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself hard. Well, and it's like, there's a place to have thoughts on both sides.
Well, the thing is, when you created something called social media, it's media that everyone can interact with because social society, and that's everyone who's involved. And if you decide to create an account in that social media realm, you're part of the society that's available to speak.
I take everything that comes my way.
But the thing that sucks is we're trying to create safe spaces everywhere where the marketplace of ideas is being dwindled and diminished by saying you can't talk about that. Now, I believe there's nothing you can't say in my mind. I'm a very, very, very pro freedom of speech person in all regards, even up to hate speech, which people are like, what the fuck, Doug? It's because you cannot combat bad ideas unless you hear them. So say what the fuck you're going to say stupid shit, and then let the fucking litany of people come after you and show you how fucking dumb you are, and then your idea is probably not going to grow. Because, like, for example, like, you get one tree that sucks all the dicks, and it's rooted in the ground, and it's dying, it is not doing its tree job, like, fuck photosynthesis. All the other trees root into that tree and suck its energy out and let that motherfucker die. That's basically what social media is. Like, let people say stupid shit. Let people take the flack. You should be able to get a little bit of hell for what you say. Should you be bullied? Absolutely not. Should you be threatened? Absolutely not. But should we see those things and then crucify that person via social media? Fuck yeah. Hey. When someone told that they wanted like to kill Obama or something like that, everyone went after them. They're like, fuck you. When people say it about Trump, go after that person. It's a horrible thing to say. But when Trump says we should nuke a hurricane, you go like, that's fucking retarded. You say that's stupid.
Wait, did this really happen?
Oh, yeah, it's a real one. But I'm not going to
stop it.
Yeah, you did. I didn't want to bring it up because I don't want to talk shit on Trump.
Okay.
I don't want to misrepresent. But I'm also going to talk shit on AOC when she compared the ICE internment camps for the illegal immigrants to the fucking Holocaust. Chill the fuck out. Stop it. Don't do that. But they had those ideas out there, and people like crucified them on social media. They're like, you're dumb. You're stupid. You are conflating things that do not exist, or you're just talking bullshit science. Whatever. The energy has to go across the board. You have to give what you get and get what you give. So if you're going to throw dumb shit out, it's going to come back at you. If you're going to throw good shit out, most of the time it comes back at you nicely. It's not a matter of should you be able to block people and stop them from interacting with you. Watch what you say and how you say it.
Yeah, more or less.
Articulate your things. You're supposed to be the utmost, like the hierarchy of intelligence when it comes to politics, policy, and everything. And yet you speak the way you do. It's not a way to articulate your points to get across in a nice manner or a well-fledged manner. It's just fucking dog shit.
Completely fair.
So, yeah, say whatever you want, but don't block anybody. Don't ever block anybody. For who, for what? All you're doing is giving them validation so that they can turn around to the next 126 followers they might have after they beat their dick off with Cheeto fingers and tell those 126 other Cheeto beaten dick motherfuckers the same dumb shit. So you just created an echo chamber of dangerously cheesy masturbators with dumb ideas.
God damn it.
Like, you cannot do that. Oh, it's infuriating. Just say what you want to say, but if you're not going to stand behind it, just, I don't know. I could go days
I'm with you on this.
I could go days about it, but that's fucking, it's just ignorant. Don't block anybody. Take it, and you know what? It's one person most of the time. I mean, even if it's 100, if you got 900 million followers, fuck the 90. If you talk shit.
If you got the time to have a social media argument with anybody, you probably need a better job, A.
Yeah.
B, decide whether it's actually worth it or not.
Again, it just goes back to the dude who faked that shooting. Like I said, the analogy of jerk off before you take that girl home.
Yeah.
Read that tweet back to yourself. You know what? Text yourself that tweet. Does this seem like someone who I can shit on? Oh, but it's my idea? Probably don't tweet that. And then you won't have this fucking issue. We're adults. We're grown-ups. You're a 73-year-old man. She's a fucking 38, whatever. I don't even know how old she is. She just sounds stupid. But, God, I despise politicians when they try to take to social media. Just don't do it. Stay off of it.
No.
But, hey, shouts out Twitter. At The Real Doug. Never gonna give you up.
So, you watch Breaking Bad?
No, I don't give a fuck about that
You
shit.
didn't?
It's a meth show.
Well, god damn it.
Well, dude, it doesn't matter. Other people might care.
I hope some other people care.
Science, bitch. That's all I took away from that show. And way
their movie's coming to Netflix on October 11th. So apparently they're gonna wrap this up the way Sopranos didn't get to.
Stupid idea.
But
continue.
Cryptic teases from Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston,
There you go.
who were obviously the main stars. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul star Bob Odenkirk revealed the Breaking Bad movie had completed filming in secret without anyone knowing it was even in production. High-profile movies are no strangers to secrecy, but that's an accomplishment Marvel and Star Wars would be envious of. First off, I don't think I would call this high-profile because
Breaking Bad ended
since the last season since the last season Breaking Bad hit Netflix, like 3 months after that, people quit talking about Breaking Bad all the time. So you very easily could get away with doing this movie as opposed to Marvel and or Star Wars.
Sets are smaller too. Cast is not as big. It's the same people from a TV show. They do not hold the same valor of a fucking A-lister. Anyway.
The show's final season ended with Jesse escaping and speeding off to his presumed freedom, but it sounds like life after Walter White isn't too great for Jesse. Which you never watched this. Do you have any want to?
No desire.
Okay. For those of you who want to watch this show and haven't yet, you've had 3 or 4 years on Netflix to finish up this goddamn series.
Yeah.
So spoilers, and if you're unhappy about spoilers, then fuck off because you've had 4 years to do this.
Reasonable.
It always appeared to me that they killed Walter at the end of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So I don't even understand how you do this.
Did he actually have cancer or does he beat it?
It's not even just the cancer. He gets shot in a cabin. He lives in a fucking Ted Kaczynski style cabin.
Hell yeah, dude.
And they shoot him.
Okay.
And I believe he dies in that cabin because nobody's around to help him. Okay. So you're most likely going to bleed out. So where the hell does he even come from? Unless he's
maybe it's Jesse's story.
He's only in a background.
Maybe it's Jesse's story.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'll deal with that.
Here's the only.
I'm gonna end up watching it because I like the series a lot, but at the same time, I don't know where you're going.
I think
with this.
they did it better than, for example, Entourage and The Sopranos. Obviously, I know Sopranos. Freaking James Gandolfini passed, so they weren't able to do the movie.
Yeah.
But do you remember Entourage was gone for like 6 fucking years and they made a movie and it did dog shit because no one cares anymore. If you're gonna do this, where you're gonna try to make a cinematic mark with your TV show, you have 1 to 2 years at best.
I'm with you.
And now you're 4 or 5 years removed from the product. So what? You're hoping to gain enough traction by dropping a trailer that people can binge watch the entire fucking 9 seasons?
Something like that. 6 or 7.
I'm just saying, just like hypothetically, X amount of seasons to get ready for the movie. Like I don't think that holds the water. They're like, we saw the ending. What do we want from this other than you could have made it another series? The reason why these TV shows work so well is because they're long-form stories.
Yeah.
You cannot get the same connection via character, the same, hey, Lilo, quit being like that. Okay, there you go. She sounded like just like a fucking midget farting. I didn't like it. And so you have this long-form connection with characters that you can build over the course of X amount of episodes, but when you take that and you want to have that same feeling put into a movie, it's removed. It's gone. Unless you're that quick to snap it into fucking reality.
I'm with you.
So I will say they did better by putting it on Netflix, so no one's going to go to the theater to see it. So obviously those casual Breaking Bad fans would watch it. Just like if you did a Friends reunion, it would do amazing on Netflix. But at the end of the day, it's not really something that I think anyone really asked for, called for, or needed. You did a spinoff with Better Call Saul. And I think that's still going, is it not?
I know they did 2, maybe 3 seasons. I don't know if it's still on the air.
Either fucking way.
But, like, it's fine. Like, go ahead and do this. You have the right to do this movie if you want.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much, like, social media fever I've seen for this.
No one I've seen is gearing up for it. I know a bunch of Breaking Bad fans. It was a huge talk of work when we were there.
Yeah.
For a long time.
And I love that show.
Everyone's like,
I thought it was a very, very well done show.
That's wonderful.
But at the same time, like, I thought it ended fine. Like, it didn't end like The Sopranos, where you were like, is Tony alive or dead? And then they were like, we're going to make a movie to let you know, but, James Gandolfini passed away, so we can't do it now.
A little tough.
Because, like, I kind of don't want to see a Soprano movie without him. Like, when they talk about the prequel series, fine. All right, that's before then.
Yeah.
Do what you want. But this one, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'm going to end up watching it because I like the series, but, like, I wasn't sitting here wanting it. Like, I didn't ask nobody for this.
I think that the one thing that I'm kind of getting a little, like a bit of a bad taste in my mouth about is the amount of reboots, continuations, like the creativity that is getting outshined by these nostalgia grabs that we have, or these high franchise grabs that we have. It's just like, it's a little annoying to see movies or shows even, that are great. They have great story, great premise, they have great acting, they have the right setup, the flow's good, and they're just outshined because we're in a nostalgia culture. Like, people talk about the 90s and how everyone was so nostalgic. It's like, no, this is the most nostalgic I've ever seen anyone. Like, bringing back literally everything. He-Man's coming back. Rocko's Modern Life's coming back. Invader Zim came back. Fucking She-Ra came back. They're talking about doing Howard the Duck. Then you got fucking a new Matrix. You got more Star Wars. You got the Marvel franchise. All the Fast and the Furiouses. Chucky's going to become a TV show. When do we just go, why? For who, for what? Like, are we good now? Can I see a new story, a new take on something? It's where I'm at. It's just, I'm kind of over it. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Like, I watch learning shows. I learn shit now.
That's how
shitty TV got.
As far as, like, I love Star Wars. And you're giving me whatever Force Awakens to now. You've continued my story for me.
Wonderful.
And I appreciate it. All the way through. Force Awakens, Last Jedi. Obviously, we haven't seen Rise of the Skywalker. But all the way through so far, you've given me moments I've wanted. It answers a lot of questions. But you've got... but now you're telling me there's going to be... Rian Johnson gets his own trilogy.
Lord and Miller are getting their own trilogy.
Favreau's doing the Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Like,
well, that's not even it, too. Like
to continue the saga is one thing, and there are bits and pieces of the universe that I'd like to see, but you could probably do those in one-offs. You don't need trilogies.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it is overwhelming.
Yeah, and well, I mean, just like look at Disney Plus. They're doing the live-action Lady and the Tramp is the launch for Disney Plus. Like, I don't care.
Is that a series or a movie?
It's a movie. Lady and the Tramp is an animated movie about a mutt who was like, a homeless dog, and then like this really aristocratic dog, and they fall in love, and the little meatball thing, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, so that's going to be... They're going to do like a Jon Favreau live movie?
Yeah, like Lion King, Jungle Book style, Disney Plus.
So that's not going to theaters?
Nope.
Huh.
Which I appreciated being on Disney Plus, but at the same time, who gives a fuck? Who cares?
I don't know. Like, you've gotten good at making CGI dogs?
No, the
Is
dogs
that
are
what
real
I'm
dogs.
getting?
These are
real dogs.
I've already seen Air Bud and Homeward Bound. I'm done.
I might see if it's real dogs.
Fuck you.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. No, that was rude. I'm just saying in general, though. Like, all we're doing is rehashing shit we've already seen.
I've never watched any of this shit. Like,
but it's already existed. It's already there. You can see it. What are we gonna get?
I've watched the Bill Murray Jungle Book. That's the closest I've gotten.
I know. What I'm saying is, again, I'm just annoyed that people shit on and completely overlook original stories just to hold on to nostalgia.
No, that's entirely
and there's
fair.
that money grab that happens with these huge franchises that should have been dead. There's 9 Fast and the Furious movies and a spin-off that came from it. The Marvel Universe is becoming extremely taxing. There's too much content
Pretty much.
in one universe that has to be like it's all continuity and stuff like that.
Because you now have to get Disney Plus.
And there's like 7 fucking shows. So that's even if there's 6 episodes of pop, I have to do about 42 hours worth of extra work on top of going to the theater, on top of wondering what's going to happen next. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Suck my fucking dick plus. That's the app I'm going to make.
Some of the
It's
TV...
going to release live content where it's just like me fondling myself. That's new and familiar to me.
To me, like, at first I thought the TV shows, before I knew they were connecting, I was just like, oh, a Loki show sounds cool. I could deal with 6 more hours of Loki.
WandaVision.
I'm always down for more Scarlet Witch. So WandaVision was good for me. And
Hawkeye.
yeah, I don't need
She-Hulk.
I don't need Hawkeye.
Miss Marvel. Moon Knight.
Of all of those,
Captain America.
I could do without
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Sorry.
I could do without Hawkeye.
I could do without all of them, dude.
I'll watch the rest.
Make them fucking movies.
I'll pretty much watch the rest. I could do without Hawkeye.
Remember how Disney shit on Netflix because they wanted to have that huge Defenders crossover?
Yeah,
It's not going to do anything. You're doing it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you? Choke.
Which, by the way, I really enjoyed most of that. Most of the Marvel Netflix. I'm
just saying though, it's fucking. Disney is literally just the bane of my existence at this point.
I really think they had something good.
Fuck them.
And if you'd have did a Hawkeye series that matched Daredevil,
but they can. They have Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, I know. But if you found a way to do it, I would have watched that Hawkeye. I'm not going to watch your lighthearted bullshit Hawkeye.
That's not supposed to be what it's about, but that's okay.
I'm not.
Either way, I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of over all that shit. But I got a story for you, good sir. Polish village that's had no male births in a decade is completely normal.
What?
According to science. Yeah, I thought this was fucking weird.
Wait. No
male birth. No males have been born in this village for 10 years.
Wow, shit.
So we're going to read into
How's that even work?
All right. The tiny Polish village of, I'm going to butcher this, Majorsk Ordonski has become the unlikely source of international media attention over the past fortnight as a result of what the New York Times calls a strange population anomaly. It has now been almost a decade since the last boy has been born in this place, with the most recent 12 babies all being girls. The mayor of the region is quoted in the article as saying there has been specific scientific interest, presumably from geneticists, in exploring what has led to this unusual sequence. He also discusses some glaringly unscientific advice. I hate all the noises. Advice the town has been given on how to conceive boys, ranging from changing mothers' diets to keeping an axe under your marital bed. But the most prosaic suggestion mentioned in the article is also by far the most unlikely, that it's just a statistical... oh my god, I'm doing so bad. Statistical coincidence. I'm trying to read all these fucking scientifically things.
No, it's good.
And it's a fucking
I'm with you.
Statistics show that more boys than girls are born in Poland. In 2017, 207,000 boys were born compared to 196,000 girls. In isolation, that sounds extremely unlikely. If you were told there was a 1 in 4,000 chance of raining tomorrow, you probably wouldn't bother with your umbrella. So I guess, you know what? I'm not going to go all the way through it. What I'm gathering is the town's so fucking small that not a lot of people are having babies, and 12 of them were fucking girls this year. Okay? You know what? Statistically, I should have had a chance of having a boy. I got 3 fucking girls. I'm not going to read the rest of this article because I'm going to get salty. Fuck this article. It's a story non-story. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. A small village that no one gives a fuck about in Poland has had no boys in 10 years, which you
really
think it's flip a coin, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Your genetics have a lot of makeup as to how you're going to have a child, and I guess I'm such a fucking bitch that I had girls.
Okay.
And all these people in Poland, they're all sewn up. They're like, you don't need protectors. So you don't get boys. You're a small village. No one's going to raid you. Leif Erikson didn't just walk in here and say, give me all your pierogies. Or your fucking stupid sausages or whatever. So you're allowed to have a lot of girls in wooden shoes. Is that Dutch?
That's Dutch.
Yeah, it's all the same shit, though, when Hitler was involved. I don't fucking care. I literally just had a moment after reading those last 3 articles, like, fuck it, I'm tired of reading. I just don't want to do this fucking reading. Why can't you guys just give me the meat of it in 4 paragraphs? You gotta give me 19 different people's perspectives in one fucking article where I want to figure out if indeed it is an anomaly to have only girls for 10 years, but then you go, the population's less than 4,000? Fuck you. Oh, man. Thank God I'm out of buzz balls, or else I'd fucking grenade this across the room and hopefully hit a Pollock. That would be me.
Bounce it off the wall and hit yourself?
That would be me. Fuck.
Oh, you ready for some fucked up stuff, buddy?
No, yeah, fuck it. You know?
6 senior citizens arrested for public sex in Fairfield, Connecticut.
Fuck yeah, dude. Were they hot?
Get it. I mean...
I'm glad your pee still works, dog.
6 people, ranging in age from 62 to 85, face sex charges after being arrested in a conservation area in Connecticut. Police say the 6, 5 men and 1 lady, who was 85.
Oh.
All the dudes were younger. She was 85.
Gam was a whore.
So the age range was 62 to 85. She's the old one in the group.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm into it.
And she's taking it all.
I always like my ladies to be a little older.
They were involved in lewd and sexual activity in the Grace Richardson Conservation Area in Fairfield earlier this month.
God.
Police say the area was being publicized on the internet as an area for people to meet and bang it out. I added that. That doesn't say
I love it, though. It's great journalism.
Police say they set up surveillance in the area and observed several violations. Those arrested face charges ranging from breach of peace to public indecency. They were released on promises to appear in court. So, when you're old like that, they're just like, as long as you think you're going to live long enough to get to court,
we'll forgive you.
But you get to court because we don't know what we're doing with you yet.
All I'm saying,
I'm happy for all these people.
I'm a little upset. And here's why. As an 85-year-old woman, she's already been through some of the most trying, difficult times in American history alone.
Oh, hands down.
For sure, she's seen it all, right? And then you think, at this point, she just wants to relax, live a good life. The end of your days, dude, 1 foot on the banana peel, 1 in the grave. You tell me you want to go to a little conservation area and become airtight at 85? That's your fucking bucket list wish?
She's just laying on a boulder taking it from 4 dudes.
No, 5.
5, yes, you're right.
Yeah, so she's got in the mouth, back door, front door covered, and she's over there like she's riding a fucking cock glider, dude. A hang glider made specifically of foreskins. She's just yeeting it all the way through. As this 80, she might have hip dysplasia. You gentlemen are terrible people.
There's no.
But the fact that you can still get it up and still, make that Niagara Falls water happen, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy that they're able to do this. There's no reason to go 5-on-1 on an 85-year-old lady.
That's what I'm saying. I'm upset. Like, show a little decorum, guys. This lady.
You're just like bukkaking this poor old lady.
Well, they didn't say anything about shooting loads, dude. Ease up there.
You gotta assume that's what happened.
They come dust exclusively. Dust and Metamucil. That's all they come.
I don't want to live to 62 if I'm not shooting anything out.
Everything that's just going to come out every time it comes out is just those dreams. No, it's just the dreams you never accomplished. Every time it's like, didn't get a degree. Just fucking,
Sounds
still
like
got a bad credit score.
Sounds like my life now.
Yeah. It's fucking rough. I mean, shouts out to, voyeurism amongst the nursing home community. But again, ease up by freaking just bringing in the big 5 to freaking Phil Jackson, an old 85-year-old woman. What do we got next? Because my dog's over here obviously acting like a cock.
Okay.
It's the worst.
Got an Ohio man charged with kidnapping after a woman escapes from a freezer with frostbite.
Oh, fuck, dude. Ease up.
An Ohio man faces kidnapping charges after a woman told police she escaped from a freezer at a Cleveland area home where she may have been held for days.
In a freezer for days?
Yes.
Oof.
The East Cleveland Police Department said Eric Glaze, 41, was arrested Tuesday on charges of kidnapping and attempted murder after the victim escaped from his home earlier in the day. Authorities were first alerted to an issue in the area at 10 a.m. after the woman crashed her car in Cleveland, allegedly as she made her escape. It's good for you. The woman identified Glaze as an acquaintance and said she attended a party at his home on Sunday. She came over here on her own volition, and essentially she was administered some sort of narcotic. She's not exactly certain of the events that happened in between, but she woke up and was in a freezer that was running. The woman who was not restrained said she was able to push the lid off the freezer and escape.
Oh, no.
So basically, she was just like roofied in a freezer.
No, that's not what happened. I can put two and two together.
Okay. She seems to think that they had drugged her to the capacity that they thought she was dead, is what she's indicating to the police officers. She suffered multiple injuries, including frostbite, and they believe the home may have been operating as a group home, but the city's building department said it is not registered. And that's the end of that article.
You know what happened? Unfortunately, she was probably assaulted.
Okay.
If she had been drugged. I don't think they put her in the freezer because they thought the drugs killed her. I think there's a chance that they thought they killed her.
Fair.
Because, manual strangulation takes about 4 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Constant, pressure. It's horrific. Fuck. I want to be able to make jokes, but then like that, I've been watching a lot of Mindhunter.
Yeah.
So my brain's all murder mode. I'm like, no, I know what happened. And that fucking sucks. But thank God she got out because they would, obviously that's how she was dead. They would have had her tied up or whatever.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Good for her.
So I'm glad she got out.
That's a bad situation. And again, Cleveland, come on. I do everything I can to prop us up, and then these things happen.
Dude, he's wearing a Cleveland shirt right now.
I will never turn my back on Cleveland, but this is one day, two stories that I got to be like, ugh.
Yeah, motherfuck, you know what I mean?
We got to beat the shit out of these people.
You're not wrong. All right, so the last fuck, we got one more.
I got one more, and I want you to look at her picture before I read
hot?
this.
She's not ugly. She's super high.
All right. Kentucky woman.
Is she in a freezer?
No. Kentucky woman allegedly broke into a bar and hung out before the employees arrived.
That's dope.
There's no universal. Oh, I'm not reading that. That's hacky. It's a happy hour joke. Kentucky police, however, say that the basic rule went unobserved by the woman who was arrested Monday for allegedly breaking into a bar and started to drink before the 8 a.m. opening. So you're there that's like 6 a.m. You can't wait till 8 a.m.?
No, but she wanted to drink for free, dude. She's a party animal.
Well,
show some respect, dude.
Her name's Donna Martin.
Awesome. What's up, Donna?
She's 35.
All right. I'm here for it.
She was discovered sitting inside Salancha Public House, a bar in Georgetown located 15 miles north of Lexington, when employees arrived to open it on Monday. The woman was spotted sitting inside the bar area. She allegedly broke into the bar in the early morning and remained until employees came in to open. She was arrested and charged with burglary and public intoxication.
That's awesome. She didn't hurt nobody.
She didn't hurt nobody, but I mean, you can't just break into the bar and start
Well,
drinking.
no, I understand it's still a crime regardless, but at least it's a harmless one. You lost a little
hands down harmless.
You know what? You don't
to
even know what
me-
her week was like, dude.
To me, I was just like, this lady was like drinking all day Sunday. You know she was.
Oh, for sure.
And she
that's
woke
what
up at like
happens.
5:30. She's like, I can't wait till the bar opens. I'm going back.
Yeah, fuck this. No, she probably didn't even get any sleep. She looked like she did.
Nah.
And she's like, dude, I just watched this whole thing about a Carnival cruise ship where this lady fell over into the water, and I was nervous. And like they didn't have an ejection sheet for her or anything like that.
Ejectocito.
And so like I gotta get this image out of my head. I gotta drink a little bit. Sláinte. That's a good thing to say when I take a shot. Sláinte. I was Irish for a day. And then she fucking gets in there and she's doing her goddamn thing. I'm not gonna be salty with this lady. You're not harming anybody. You're just aggressively way more of a criminal alcoholic than anybody I know. And there's nothing wrong with being an alcoholic to a degree, I guess, maybe, aside from your liver and possible repercussions of losing your family. Just kidding. But yeah, all jokes aside, at least it wasn't as heinous as it possibly could have been. Like she could have broke in there and just completely like shit all over the place, vomited, made a huge goddamn mess. Instead, she's sitting behind the bar having a couple drinks. Definitely like make her pay for what she fucking caused damage wise. She had to break the door, but she probably didn't. She just fell through the window because she was so goddamn drunk from the night before. And then whatever she drank, pay for that shit. Do some community service, maybe hit some AA meetings, and then hopefully those work well enough 5 or 6 times around because the AA fucking recidivism rate is 95%. And then we just move on, you know? We don't have to worry about it. It's not really that big of a deal. So, yeah, dude, Lunchbox is taking a piss. I'm here alone. My dog's over there upset at me. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to entertain people by myself. It's a little tough. Oh, I can hear his pitter patter. There he is. Let's get at her.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Nothing, dude. Just saying, not that big a deal. Charge her for what she drank. Make sure she fixes the damages or pays for them at least. And then give her a little bit of community service, AA, maybe like, a week or 2 in jail.
Yeah, probably.
Nothing crazy.
I don't think,
hurt her.
I didn't think
what her life was. Like, maybe she, like I said, she saw someone fall off of a fucking wheelchair into the water. Maybe she was someone who was approached by a gentleman, got peed on for not taking a ride. Maybe, she went to meet up with 5 62-year-old guys and they said, no, thank you. We like our shit a little bit more well-aged. And they turned her down. That would be very detrimental to your goddamn personality.
It wasn't at all like, you shouldn't have done this. It was just like, oh man, this lady broke into a fucking bar and got arrested for it because she couldn't wait like another hour to start drinking.
But I mean, we've all been there at a younger age when we're like 22 and we're like, are you fucking serious? You stop at 1? Last call's 2?
But I mean, at 35.
Oh, no, at 35, she's just an alcoholic and you need help. It's a cry for help, dude.
It really is.
But you know what? If you need to drink it, buddy, a couple hours away. All right, you want to go into some fun facts real fast, bud?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, so here's fun fact number 1. Canadians say sorry so much that a law was passed in 2009 declaring that an apology can't be used as evidence of admission of guilt.
Wow.
So it sounds like, sorry, I killed all those people. They're like, wait, well, he just said sorry. So, hey there, bud. You know what? We really... You sure you want to apologize for that, or,
Calm down, hoser. You gonna apologize for that shit for real?
Yeah, and then you go to the courtroom, and every time they speak to you there, bud, just make sure you say sorry. Yeah, sorry I stole the car. I was real sorry I broke it. Are you saying that you did those things? Yeah, but I'm sorry. Well there, bud, you know what? All's forgiven. Just make sure you get a round of poutine for everybody. You go get some Tim Hortons there. And meet us for the midnight show on A Strange Brew. All right? Because we're not America. We still do midnight showings. All right, fair enough. I hear you, bud. All right, fun fact number 2. Calling shotgun when riding in a car comes from the term shotgun messenger, which was used to refer to the guard who sat next to the stagecoach driver. The guards would use a shotgun to keep robbers and criminals away. It made its way into society due to Hollywood's love of Western film.
This I knew.
I did not. You watch a lot of John Wayne?
I've watched a lot of John Wayne with my
Well, if you've ever seen the movie Running Scared, where that little boy says that thing to that man, that one word I can't say, that's what I think of John Wayne.
Like, when I was young enough to remember, but too old to be like, hey, I don't fucking like this. Will somebody turn it off? I had to watch John Wayne with my grandpa.
I didn't have a grandpa. So.
And then Burt Reynolds came along, and I was like, hey, I like this guy. He's pretty cool. And my grandpa was like, I like him too. So then we started watching Burt Reynolds movies.
Sweet dude, smoke my bandit. I don't care. In 2009, Stephen Hawking held a reception for time travelers, but didn't publicize it until after the fact. This way, only those who could time travel would be able to attend. Nobody showed up.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also,
good for you, Stephen Hawking.
He did hold a domestic violence seminar as well. One showed up, and for that, he beat her. But again, it was only verbally, and he kind of bumped her toe a little bit.
Fucking Stephen Hawking.
I'm sorry about your Hawking jokes. I'm a world-renowned scientist and. Remember those? God damn it, dude! The fact that he was accused of domestic violence so many times, and he couldn't hit anyone. Like, what does he do? What are you walking through the fucking living room, trying to stoke logs on the fire because you know his bitch ass can't cut anything, and he just fucking runs over your toe and he's like, "You know why I did that?" Like, what the fuck? It pains me to do this. Fuck you, dude. The theory of relativity is I will relatively beat the shit out of you if you don't do the dishes. And then he just pops into you a little bit. I hate doing this. Like, fucking Jesus Christ, dude. You accuse him of domestic violence. If anything, it's like vehicular violence. Fucking mostly mobile gentleman. He looks like if a ferret could be a turtle, dude. He's the original fucking Alexa. The first Siri.
He looked like, would you leave a candle on the windowsill in the summertime?
He looked like the dude from Thinner survived. You know how sometimes you make a recipe where it calls for like wilting the spinach? It looks like you wilted it twice.
He sounds like C-3PO got caught jerking off.
For sure, dude. He sounds like Johnny Five got called to a witness stand. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh, Stephen Hawking, you might be one of the best physicists on the planet, but you are the most easy to roast and also leave in the sun. He looks like a crippled vegetable, dude. It's so
Oh, my God.
Man, my guy looks like a Salvador Dali painting. It's so fucking rough. His facial expressions mimic that of my grandmother's elbow, dude. It's fucking horrible. Dude looks like the wrinkles in a basset hound's face.
He sounds like a CNC with a GED.
Fuck.
My face hurts so bad.
God, dude, who knew that Max Headroom was going to become crippled? Oh my God. The original Zordon. Oh, fuck. We should probably stop. But he was a woman beater.
He was. God damn it.
And an adulterer. Speaking of
somehow,
which, dude. The first male real doll? That's what the fuck he was, dude. Like your legs don't work and your face is more droopy than that of fucking Buscemi's eyes, but your dick is hard? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh my God.
Ow! Got my chest.
He sounds like the fucking intro of California Love. Shouts out Tupac. All right, man. We got any recommendations?
Okay.
Not across the universe or anything like that.
Okay. So.
Wax poetically. I've laughed so hard I got to piss.
Okay. So, yesterday, I watched both of the more recent Godzilla movies. Number one's okay. Like, the one that's just titled Godzilla. It's okay. There should be more monster fighting. They got way too much into the people aspect of it, which it is what it is. It's not a terrible movie. It's watchable. It's decently fun. I still think there should have been more monster fighting. Is all I'm going to say about that. Now, when you get to Godzilla King of the Monsters, that is a summer movie I can get behind. It was Godzilla. There was people stories, but not to the point where it took you away from Godzilla or the other monsters. It was a good time. Enough monster fighting to make you happy. And it was definitely a summer movie that you could just sit there, throw popcorn in your mouth, pay attention all you want. You can zone out a little bit, and you still won't lose your place in the movie. It was good. It was damn good.
Fuck me.
If you're a Godzilla fan,
Godzilla.
they but they replaced the singing Japanese girls that control Mothra with a technological sonar frequency thing.
It does not sound like Stephen Hawking. I guarantee it.
It doesn't. It's but if you're a big Godzilla fan, that's probably going to be your only beef, because I don't know. That's a thing. But anyway, it was a really good time. The second one, the first one's not terrible.
I didn't like the first one, but I want to see
the first one helps you get to the second one
for sure.
And you're not going to enjoy it as much as the second one, because in the second one there's like 6 fucking monsters fighting.
That's all I want.
And that's all I want.
That's all I care about.
That's all those movies are made for. But I will give Godzilla a 5. I will give King of the Monsters a 7. I would say check them out. It's a good time if you want to watch a movie and you don't want to pay that much attention.
It's reasonable. I like some of those movies. They're kind of like sit there and get your dick sucked kind of movie.
It's a good summer movie. Like, you just throw some popcorn down your throat.
Yeah. Something else.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're thinking.
I know.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to completely pay attention, and you can still keep up with the story, have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I watched the first one. I watched the second one just to be a completionist about it.
That's kind of.
And I like Millie Bobby Brown as well. So.
That's kind of what a summer movie should be.
Same with Ice Cube. So both look like angry pugs.
Oh yeah, by the way, Millie Bobby Brown is so good in this one.
She's just a great actress. She's got a really promising career.
She's very talented for her age.
Yeah. Well, she's like 16 though, huh?
Yeah.
Ease up.
She's pretty good though.
No, I mean just like she's been doing it forever.
Has she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tom Holland's so good because he's been doing it forever.
I don't know.
Okay, well, do some research, I guess. Whatever.
I didn't know who she was till 11. I didn't know who he was till Spider-Man.
Reasonable. My recommendation is a very Canadian show.
All right.
Just shut up. It's called Rust Valley Restorers. And it is about a gentleman. His name is Mike.
Yeah.
And he owns around $3 million worth of old junk muscle cars on a property. And all they do is restore cars, dude. That's all they do. But it's aggressively Canadian. And for some reason, I'm super here for it. This gentleman, Mike, he's 62 years old. He's 6'4". He has gray dreadlocks. He's one of the dirtiest men I've ever seen in my entire life. And he's fucking always got a goddamn old school punchline for him. He's like, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles, boys. Like shit like that. He'd be like, hey, yeah, we're really fucked on this one, bud. Like, it's just aggressively Canadian, but they make beautiful cars.
Very much like Ricky's dad on Trailer Park Boys?
No.
Because he said a lot of them old school things.
Because they got a dude who looks like if freaking Coach Steve from Big Mouth fucked Danny DeVito. The dude's name's Avery, and he's just so hilarious. He's like, "Hey, bud, I'll give you 75 there for those fucking hubcaps there." And he's like, 100. He's like, "Oh, if it's 100, I'm taking them off real fucking mean like though, huh?" And the dude's like, "It's 100," and he just like cuts through the tire, like just like a dick. It is so fucking funny. And he's got a sock wallet. His wallet is made of a sock.
I like it.
And he's like, "You get the sock money there, boys." He's just like that. It's like if American Chopper was with cars they restored, but it was all Canadians, and one was a Rastafarian, and he owned everything, and he doesn't want to part with anything. He's aggressively high, saving dogs, driving stick shifts when he doesn't have to, and fucking just living his best life, man. I appreciate it. It makes me laugh my fucking dick off, but as someone who loves cars, it'll make your fucking nutsack itch a little bit too. So that's my my recommendation right there. Rust Valley Restorers. Hey, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? With that, we're at the last part of the show. So please rate, review, subscribe, share with your fucking friends. And I don't mean share like, "Hey man, listen to this podcast." Like literally, put that on your social media. Let everyone know. If you think we're fucking funny, chances are you keep the same circle of friends, they'll think we're fucking funny.
Again, thank you, Grace, because she
Grace
shared
is
this
dope,
week.
dude. She's fucking dope.
Grace is
good fan.
Grace is working.
Good fan.
Yeah.
She's fucking dope. Austin, too. Shouts out. You're good dudes. The rest of you, though, be those two.
Come on, help us out, seriously.
Because if you do what they do, we will shout you out as well.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone in this bitch. So,
with that, this has been Lunchbox.
And I'm the fattest Doug.
This has been Nasty Asylum. We